Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes,
All the way to the end, every single time. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, to another episode of the Shit Show, aka also known as Nonsensical Nonsense. Very Merry Christmas to all you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed your day with your family and your friends or whatever it is that you happen to do for Christmas. I don't know what the case may be, but hopefully you guys had a good day. I'm Glick, as always. I'm always here, unlike some people, because they don't feel the need to make it. But, however, I do have a very special guest co-host tonight, the one and only Big Dog. What's going on, brother?
What is going on, brother? How we doing?
Got Mike, got Mike joining me tonight. I'm sorry,
Welcome.
Alex. It's okay,
You are
brother. I feel
welcome,
you.
and I am sorry. Right off the bat.
Our Browns lost a heartbreaker tonight. My buddy Alex and I
Ugh.
are still trying to console each other. He's in the comments. We were on Snapchat. Speaking of Snapchat, let me go ahead and hit these guys up if I can figure out how to work my phone. Yes, we are live and in person doing another episode
We
of
are
Nonsensical
live.
Nonsense. Come join us, you guys. Come hang out. Say hello. We have a new person. Jeff's not here, so you'll be happy to know that. um,
Tina, Cheyenne, Merry
let's,
Christmas. Merry flippin' Christmas, and thank you for joining. I
I
brought
feel
my
hurt because it took
entourage.
me having you on. Yeah, I feel hurt because it took me bringing you on as a special guest co-host for some of these people that I've probably known longer than I've known you to finally follow me on here and come and listen to a show.
That
And
that
that's
sh-
talking to you, Teddy. I'm just saying,
that
Cheyenne.
should be a lesson for you. I make things happen.
Yeah. We've discussed the lessons that I've learned about TikTok and people on TikTok. We don't need to go into there. Nobody knows anything about
But
this app, but you
no,
know about
don't nobody
Facebook.
knows that this app exists. I think Beard and Chris told me about this app like 2 weeks before Glick did. So you should be able to you should be able to see us. I
You
mean, I
should
know
be able to
Glick
see.
he doesn't know what a ring light is, so he's all in the dark, but I'm
I
all
don't
bright
need a
up.
ring light. I
you
mean,
you're right.
uh,
Some things need a bag.
I
Some
mean,
people need a
I can.
bag.
Hold on a second. Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna try to find something, but I probably can't find it. It's a great thing about having a mic and having a small apartment. I can walk around my apartment. You guys can still hear me.
Maybe it will sort itself out in a little bit. It did actually take a while, like a couple minutes before I showed up, even though I was on the live. It seems like there's like a little bit of a lapse on here. So
Yeah,
this,
like I said, they have this 1K limit. What's going on, Court? That you have to have before you can go live on here. So I was really surprised that you can. So maybe because everybody's new, it might take a minute.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Greg told me about that, and I was like, "What? You want me to get to 1K in 24 hours? Okay."
Well,
Um,
they make it very easy because you can link all your social media to it. So, yeah, as I was saying,
yes, you do.
speaking of social media, if you guys aren't already, go follow us at Nonsensical Nonsense on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. You can also join us live every week on Twitter and Facebook, Haps, YouTube, and Twitch. Yeah, we're on Twitch. And then you can get every episode of the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere and everywhere you get your little podcast and fixins from. You can also email us. We do have an email. It's not really used for anything other than spam. But our email is at nonsensicalnonsenspodcast@gmail.com. That's usually Jeff's part, but he has failed me yet again tonight.
Yet again. Spotify is
we,
my personal recommendation. That's how I listen to the Clickster. It's on
I'm not.
Spotify while I'm at work.
Just subscribe.
Jessica,
Thank you,
hey,
Jessica. I'm
that's
not
my
famous
boo.
yet, but a lot of people do listen to us when we're at work or truck drivers. I've
Absolutely.
gotten a few guys that are truck drivers, and they'll message me, especially when I get behind and I don't post 3 or 4 episodes, and then they'll message me and be like, "Hey, man, I got nothing to listen to. I'm on the road," and I'm like, "I could give you at least 20 podcasts better than mine if you're a truck driver." But so
Giant says she is 5 minutes new.
I'm fine. Yeah, we're gaining a little bit of traction. I mean, I was talking to a buddy of mine today because he listens at work. He works 12-hour shifts, so he listens to 2 or 3 shows a night. Um, and I was telling him, I was like, I'm kind of shocked that people are actually listening to the show, and it's starting to build traction because like our last 5 episodes alone have had like 70 or 80 listens to it.
Well, that's how it all starts, brother. And
Yeah.
and give it a couple years or less. Well, you probably more, and you're gonna have like hundreds of thousands of listeners. That's everybody starts at the bottom, man,
Hey,
and that's
Alex,
what you do.
we will overhaul the Browns when I get rich and famous off this podcast and I can buy the team and we will
We're
run
gonna
it
buy the
accordingly.
team,
Yes, I'm going to buy
buy
the
the
entire
team,
team.
the
Entire
whole
team.
team,
The whole
not
goddamn team.
even part of it,
I
whole.
might buy the whole city. I might buy the entire
Why
city of
not?
Cleveland.
It's only
I mean,
Cleveland, right?
yeah, it's probably discounted at this point. Their
Yeah.
sports teams are terrible. But the only thing
I,
I
I
got going
believe
for
I
them,
actually I believe I
Giants
actually
going to
saw
coach.
the whole city of Cleveland on Facebook garage sales, but I could be wrong on that.
You're probably right.
Cheyenne said that she will coach, and from what I'm hearing, um, probably be doing a lot better than the current coach.
Our current coach isn't bad. Plus, the ladies seem to love him. They call him Daddy Stefanski.
Well, take it
So
from me,
he's.
you gotta be more than beautiful to make it in this world. I know.
Uh,
That's my problem.
I don't have that problem. I have the looks, the personality.
The looks and the personality. Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
It's a
So,
long road ahead for me, you know.
hey, we all got to start somewhere.
Exactly,
You'll get there. You'll get there eventually.
Still working on my pose. That's
You
smolder.
need to be working on trying to find a fucking shirt that you can keep on your goddamn body.
I have a shirt on. I have a shirt on. The shirt is on. I put it on for this show.
The shirt,
So I
the
hope,
shirt is
I
going to
hope
stay on because the last time you and I went live and you took your shirt off, I got in trouble.
I don't know why you got in trouble. I was the one doing Magic Mike. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys started playing Magic Mike songs, and the women wanted a show, and they got one. I am cheaper than a stripper because no dollars were given. I mean, that's not true.
No
Tina
sense
did
was
know.
given either. Common sense and or money sense were given.
Jessica said he could take it off, and I'm gonna stick with that one. That one stays. So I have
Well,
permission. I can take it off.
all right, now I'm back in here. Sorry, I was posted on Snapchat. So, but anyway, anyway.
And she said, "What I say goes." So, yes,
Hmm.
ma'am.
Let's pump the brakes there first and foremost, because last time I checked,
No,
I'm
we
still
have
the
a show,
host.
and
This is
this is
my show.
professional, and this is not my show. We'll do that in
Uh,
the nonsensical nonsense after party show after this show.
where I get banned on TikTok yet again. You know, we
Yet
did that.
again.
Speaking of that, we did that whole bullshit. You and I together that
Whole thing.
live. Didn't get in any trouble.
Uh
Didn't
huh.
get a warning or anything.
Nope.
I went live
Nope.
a couple of weeks later, and I was like live hopping, and I was in a couple guys' lives, and we were having fun. Like we actually had some really good conversations and whatnot. And then because somebody joined my live, and I just accepted it because it was they had a dude's name, but it was like two 16-year-old girls. I was like, "Nah, you guys are way too young. You need to go to bed. Get out of my live. You're not welcome here." Blah blah blah. And
Absolutely.
I kicked them out. 5 minutes later, I got a 4-day ban
Because you kicked him out.
for for uh, illegal activity and unregulated goods, which is what I got a permanent ban on by my actual
I
account.
I wouldn't tell people that they're getting out. I would just kick them out and be like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
That
So
is the problem. I know, Tad and
on
Moses. I know. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate you being here,
on
even if
here
it
on
is
here I
in and
can
out.
yeah on here the only thing I get yelled at on here is because on this app you can multicast out. So we go live on here and we're live on Twitter, Twitch, um, YouTube, Facebook, all at the same time. And Facebook constantly mutes our music during breaks because the band we use, their music is copyrighted. But I have permission from the band themselves. So
Right,
I have to go in
right.
every show. I have to go on Facebook and dispute it and tell them, hey, I have permission from the band, and they're like, oh, okay. And I've even reached out to Facebook support and been like, is there any way that I can just tell you guys one time and you can make a check mark and say, hey, this is cool if he plays their music? And the support's been no help
Well, I
whatsoever.
even
So
listened to a few podcasts where you actually talked about that, where you were literally saying we have permission to use this
mhm.
band, and now it's a commercial break.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean they do our breaks, they do our official outro song. They didn't make it our official, we made it our official. Uh,
absolutely.
so we it's an uphill battle, but I'm trying to reach out to more and more local bands. I got a couple friends of mine down in Tampa. They're in a band. We started kind of integrating their music. I'm trying to push Rocky to make more and more music until he gets so popular that uh, I can no longer play his music because it's copywritten. But
Oh, okay.
Rocky, the intro to our song, Rock Lee did. That's it. He did that for us from EDM Combat
That's
on
awesome.
TikTok. Yeah, he made that for us.
That is awesome. I am still
What's going
working
on,
on.
Chris?
I'm still. I'm still working on a label. Um, a little cover design. So I have not. I have not given up on that project. Um,
Well, I guess
I,
the cat's out of the bag. For those of you who don't know, I kind of talked to Jeff about it. I was looking for an artist to do a logo or design for us, and Mike and I got to talking one day, and I learned some things about Mike that I had no idea. Hey, you're an artist and all this other stuff, and you said, "Hey, I got you," and I kind of threw a couple ideas at you. So that's up
Oh
and
yeah,
coming,
I've
but
got
much
I've got
much
all
like
kinds of ideas for the nonsensical nonsense short bus, but for you two, it's a short bus, possibly a four-seater, just because I'm fat and take up two seats, according to the airline rules and regulations. So yeah.
Well, as you say, you listen to the show, and you know that here at Nonsensical Nonsense, we have a private jet, we have a bus, and we have a spaceship because
Space shuttle.
the budget's it's a bottomless pit. Money grows on trees at Nonsensical Nonsense. So
Well, we have the
the
nonsensical
seats are plenty big
nonsense.
enough
Exact.
for
Well,
you
I
on the plane.
appreciate that.
On the
I
we made
appreciate
them.
that.
Well, I'm not a small guy, so the plane is nice and comfortable for us larger fellows.
Awesome. So it's going to be a double decker bus with the middle cut out
Well,
because you're so freaking humongously tall. and
I'm
then
not even that tall. I'm
and
only
then I've
six
got
two.
extra wide. I've got extra wide seats, because I'm so ridiculously wide. So
Yeah,
there we go.
exactly.
We're all set. And then
Yeah.
Jeff is, temporary. I mean, he's there
We
whenever he
put
wants
Jeff
to.
in the overhead. We put Jeff in the overhead luggage. Yeah, temporary. Well, according according to his according to him, he's in Mexico City tonight. But according to his Facebook, he's sitting at home on his couch. So that might be a conversation for another day and another time between him and I.
Well, like I said, I don't know. Well, you know a little bit about what's going on with my personal life. I have no problems filling in when I can, so you don't have to wrangle this sleigh by itself. But
I,
I have
I,
listened to you go solo, and you do pretty good.
as I yeah,
So
and as I've told you in the past, those are for a guy who basically, and I hate to say this, but it's kind of how it is because I'm nobody important, I'm nobody famous, but as a guy who's made a name for myself doing live streams solo and on my own, to do this on my own is the longest, and typically I only go 2 hours instead of the three if I'm by myself. Is the longest 2 hours of my life. It really is, and everybody's like, "Dude, you do so good."
and believe me,
But
listening to it, it's the longest 2 hours of our lives too. But we still listen.
every episode, as a guy who has listened to every single episode since the very first episode, like some narcissistic lunatic, uh, believe me, I understand. It's like torture. We did get an offer. Guantanamo Bay reached out to us and offered us.
Oh,
We're in works. We're trying to get the numbers down. And it wasn't quite enough zeros, so we're trying to come to an agreement. They want to use our podcast for torture and Guantanamo
oh,
Bay.
that's
So
awesome. So they want to
once
give. Well, are they going to negotiate for the waterboard special?
well, if I'm trying to get Jeff waterboarded at least twice a week, they want to
I mean, he's
go.
in the area.
Yeah, they want to go 3 to 4 times a week. I said I don't think he can handle that. I'm going more towards twice a week, and I'm trying to get a little bit more money out of them. But I totally understand why they want to use it. What's an easier way to get information out of terrorists than force them to listen to this bullshit for five
I
minutes?
mean, that and how else is he going to get a shower in? I mean,
Mm. Well, this is true too. He does.
hygiene is very important. In the world that we live in,
She's
hygiene
shy.
should be at the top of the list. I
True.
personally take a shower once a week, regardless of whether I need it. So
Once a week.
even in the winter, even when the winter when you don't really sweat, I'd still like I'm gonna take a shower.
You're not even a legit fat guy if you don't sweat in the winter. You're a phony fat guy.
Oh, I have lost weight. I have found out the secret to incredible weight loss. As of 2 months ago, I was pushing 400 pounds, and I am at 335. So I have lost
Nice.
whatever amount of weight that is. I don't know what it is because that involves math,
It's
but
like 65.
yeah, I've lost
Sorry,
that in a
Rain Man
matter of
over
two
here.
months, and I'm going to tell you what, depression
Meth.
and not
Meth.
eating. So depression, starvation, insomnia, all key ingredients to losing weight. And then I can still eat whatever I want as long as I don't eat it every day.
See, I
You
thought you were
know.
going to take my advice and do hookers and or throat punch hookers and meth on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's what I do to lose weight. I smoke. Well,
I
I don't
can't.
smoke meth. I sprinkle it on my steak like Salt Bay. I sprinkle it right on my steak,
Oh,
and then I throat punch
well, see, I
hookers
can't afford the
on
steak, so that's
Thursdays.
why I can't do that or the math.
Well, you got to move to a town
So
like Newark where Tuesdays and Thursdays you get discounts and specials. If you know a
I did
guy,
it
like
all for
I know
science.
a guy. Yeah, I know a guy who knows a guy where steaks may or may not fall off the back of a truck. If you know what I mean.
Oh, I'm in the wrong state. The only thing that falls off of trucks over here is corn, and it's not even corn season. That's the bad part.
Well, we got corn here too. Unfortunately, we got more corn than I'd like to look at, but it is what it is. It's the joys of living in the Midwest.
I
Don't
have
judge us,
corn in
Cheyenne.
my
You act like this is the
backyard.
first time you've ever heard me talk on a live.
I have corn in my backyard.
I don't have. Well, I live in town, so I have. I
I
have.
do
I
too.
have.
That's
I have
I do
meth.
too.
I
You want to know? And you know what? I don't live in a small town, with like two stoplights. I actually live in a decent sized town, and I have a
yeah.
cornfield in my backyard, and I can
Nice.
see Sam's Club. I can see Sam's Club across the street from where I live, smack
Hell
dab
yeah.
in the middle of town.
Well, my high school here was in the middle of a cornfield. Our practice field was in a cornfield when I played football. Like the farmer would cut out a section of the corn early for our practice field. No,
That
we don't
sounds
have
kind of
corn.
like Dyersville. Dyersville. Well, Dyersville. I don't know if you know anything about Dyersville, but Dyersville,
I think I
Iowa,
may have
is
heard of it.
where they shot, where they filmed, Field of Dreams,
Oh yeah,
where
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's
where
why I've heard of it.
yeah, where the
They
field
do,
is actually
Jessica.
still there. They had an expedition game with the New York
They're gonna
Yankees
they're gonna start
and
doing
the
that every
Chicago
year.
White Sox. Yeah, they had. Well, this game was the New York Yankees and the White
Mhm.
Sox. That was in, I think it was in September, and Kevin Costner showed up to that, and because he showed up, tickets were $1,000 a piece. So
Yeah, it was.
and
It
they
was. Yeah, that Field of Dreams game. I guess that's going to be much like the hockey Winter Classic where they play outdoors and stuff. That
yeah.
Field of Dreams game. They're going to do that. They're going to do that every year, which
Oh
I
yeah.
think is going to be pretty cool because being a baseball fan and being a not only a baseball fan but also a Kevin Costner fan, and I love that movie. Anybody who's listened to episode 14 will know my weird obsession with Ryan Reynolds and Kevin Costner. But
Well, you know
um,
what? It is not
it
an
was really cool. And
obsession
they,
with Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is a beautiful man, and I believe that a straight white guy, can still be straight and say that. So it is okay.
yeah, I think so.
There's a thing.
I think so. I
It's
think
a
we're all
thing.
safe.
Yeah,
It's a thing. It's all good. But
it's a thing. Anybody else
yeah,
though?
here,
No.
yeah, here in good old Newark where I live at, we don't have corn. Well, we don't. Well, we do have cornfields in Newark, but where I live at, they're more on the outskirts. We have mestitutes out
Yeah, that word.
outside my windows. Yeah, Methodist. We
Yes,
have
it was,
Methodist.
Jessica. Yeah. Yes. No. 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 I didn't accidentally add Glick to that. That was somebody else. That was another friend of mine.
I don't know if I don't know what the red room is, and I'm glad I was not a part of the red room. Hey, pretty girl. Glad I. But shit, I was gonna say something. I totally lost my train of thought. Oh no, you talk about having a cornfield right outside your house there, and you live in the town. My buddy, he lives down in Austin, Texas. He's a TSA agent. I think it's Austin. But where his apartment complex is, or where he has his condo, or whatever it is, on the backside of his condo is a fucking Longhorn ranch.
Oh,
So
that's
when he
nice.
goes outside, he's like right in town. So when he goes out to walk his dog, there's fucking longhorns and shit right behind his house. It's crazy.
Beautiful scenery. Cheyenne has said that you are cheating on Ryan, or
How
is
am I how am I cheating on
or
Ryan?
is he cheating on Summer with Ryan? Who knows?
How am I cheating? Ryan is cheating on me with that fucking bitch Blake Lively. Hashtag fuck Blake Lively.
I don't know who that is actually. So,
That's his wife.
well,
How do you not know who Blake Lively is?
I don't know
She's
who
an
that is.
actress. She's an actress.
Oh, a lot of
Yeah.
people say they are.
Yeah. Well, no, she legitimately is. She's done some movies.
Of some movies, can you
Ryan
name
Ryan
any?
Ryan Reynolds and Kevin Costner completes me, Chris. Just so you know. I can't think of any Blake Lively movies right off the top of my head, but I got a Google box right here that I can sure as hell Google ate the fuck out of it. She was in Gossip Girl. She was in Green Lantern. She was in Savages. She was in The Town with Ben Batflick, the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Oh, all the movies that I don't watch except for Green
That
Lantern,
that
which
yeah,
I
that
was
Pikachu
sorry that
movie.
I watched that
That
movie.
yeah. I mean, well, Jeff and I have talked about that. She was in Cloverfield. God, that was a terrible good movie.
Well, Green Lantern was a terrible good movie. It was a little
Yeah,
bit before its time. They were a little not ready for the technology. The writing sucked. But other than that, I mean, they had great
yeah.
casting. They tried to do too much in the film. But other than
They,
that,
they
if
yeah, they
they
really did. It was still good. It's kind of like Blake Lively's. If you've seen her, you know who she was.
what Sharknado? Was she in Sharknado?
Oh, I know. I don't think she was in Shark. Are you talking about Shark Tale with Will Smith? No, she wasn't in Sharknado. That was
That's where
Tara Reid.
that's where actresses and actors go to die, I thought. But okay.
No, what's his face from Beverly Hills 90210 got put back on the map when he did Sharknado.
Really?
The
That's
guy who was
another
like the main
terrible.
character. My kids love that goddamn movie. I didn't understand it. A lot of people love that movie, and I'm not crapping on it. Like, it is what it is. It was made to be terrible. They did not try to make a good movie. They tried to make a cheesy, corny, terrible movie, but it blew up, and people loved it. My kids watched all 475 Sharknado movies and loved every single one of them. And I know a lot of
That is
people that
pretty
did, and I've
sad that
watched.
they made more Sharknado movies than Jaws. That is pretty sad, isn't it?
Yeah, you can only go so far with Jaws. Jaws, much like. Well, don't get me started on this. Movies
Jurassic
that
Park.
don't deserve sequels. Saw being one of them.
Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park did
I
not deserve a sequel.
so good they're bad. Yeah, which I told Jeff about a movie with Nicolas Cage. Speaking of movies that are so bad they're good, Nicolas Cage has been making every movie that has been given to him, and there's a movie on Prime or one of them. It's called Willy's Wonderland. It's a terrible
Oh,
fucking
see,
movie,
I
but
thought you were
it's
going to say Bad Lieutenant because that was well,
no
that the bad
this
part was it was a remake, but that was surprisingly good, even though it was pretty bad, and he was a bad person.
yeah. Well, Willy's Wonderland was basically an hour and a half. Nick Cage did not say a single word in the entire movie, and he was fighting animatronic creatures like at Chuck E. Cheese, like
Well,
Chuck E.
that was
Cheese
why
and
the
all of
movie
it.
was good.
It was
That's why the
ridiculous.
movie was good. He didn't say
It was
anything.
so bad, dude. It was so bad, but it was so Nicolas Cage because of his mannerisms and like his crazy eyes and the, shit. And and nobody who listened to this can see what we just did.
Right, exactly. We widened
but
our eyes and struck poses in
mm,
unison.
yeah, but it was Nicolas Cage 100%. But it was I don't know. It's probably one of my favorite Nicolas Cage
Oh no,
movies.
my favorite Nicolas Cage
Major
line of
Pain.
all time. My favorite Nicolas Cage
Major.
line that he did in a movie of all time was when he said, "If I let you suck my tongue, would you be grateful?"
Wow. I was gonna say that's not at all where I thought that was gonna go because we talk about Nick Cage quite a bit on the show, and every time we do, I always go, I want to take his face off.
Same
Have you?
movie.
Is
It's
it?
from the
Yeah.
same movie.
See, that's how oblivious I am. That and put the bunny down.
Put the oh
from from
that's
Con Air.
from that Con Air. Yeah. A lot of
I love Nick Cage.
now Gone in 60 Seconds, Cheyenne. Gone in 60 Seconds is my favorite Nicolas Cage movie. Period.
Why do I?
Um,
Why do nobody cares about Harry Potter? You fucking nerd. Where's Jeff when you need it? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know anything about. Why do I remind you of Major Pain, Cheyenne?
and Jessica Full Metal Jacket is one of the best movies of all time. Um, period. That movie is
Look,
amazing.
Harry Potter is basically Star Wars with wands. Tell me
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Think about it.
No, I saw it.
And
I saw the
and
same thing.
I don't deserve credit for that. I heard somebody else say it, and then they broke it down,
That's
and
on TikTok. Yeah, with
I was like, oh
Harry
damn, they ain't
Potter
wrong.
is Star Wars with much suckier lightsabers was the
I
line that was
love,
actually
yeah,
used.
I love Con Air. I will never speak badly about Con Air.
No, I
But
mean Harry Potter's okay. My kids love it. You know, I'll let them
my
read the
you know
books,
my
whatever.
girls are obsessed with it, and they were obsessed with those two goofy ass twins in that movie, the
What I'm not
Weasleys
okay
or
with is
Wesley's or
The Harry Potter wannabe, who actually was in one of the Harry Potter movies, is now the new Batman. Um, Kind of worried about.
Have you seen the previews for that though?
I
I don't want
know,
to
you
like
know,
it. I don't want to like it, but that new
I
Batman
don't want
movie
to like it
looks.
either. See,
But
the thing is,
that he's gonna
you know,
kill somebody
everybody
in that
talks
movie.
shit. Everybody talks shit about Ben Affleck being Batman. You know, and
He's my second favorite.
everybody was like, "Oh, Ben Affleck, he's not gonna." But I was like, "Have you not seen Daredevil?" I mean, because Daredevil was practically a resume for Batman,
Yeah. Nah, he was my
and
second
yeah,
favorite Batman.
um,
Like, no joke. He is my second favorite Batman. I did not
I
like
like
Christian
him
Bale
more
as
than
Batman.
probably most. I like him. I like him better as Batman than probably most people. I think he was better than Christian Bale.
Oh, he
Um,
was 100% better. Keaton will always be my number one. And we've talked about this on the show before. Uh, Keaton will be always be my
I
favorite Batman.
I actually think Jared Leto is the worst Joker. Period.
Jeff and I have had that fight. Jeff and I have had that
I
fight.
actually
I
feel
loved
like
Leto's
Zach
Joker.
Gallif. I felt like Jack Galifianakis from Lego Batman was a much better Joker than Jared Leto.
Am I having a
But
show with Jeff? It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. Okay, first of all, Zach Galifianakis was from The Hangover. The Lego Batman was what's his nuts from?
was Zach Galifianakis played the Joker,
No, it's not.
and Will
Joker.
Arnett.
Will Arnett was Batman.
Yes,
It's Zach. It's Zach Galifianakis, not
that's what I
Jack.
said.
No, you said
Well,
Jack.
whatever. I said Galifianakis. That's already a mouthful. That should count.
Yeah, but you got to at least get the first name right. Tell me how great Mexico
They're
is
all the
now,
same
Jeff.
to me, anyways.
And
They're all
then
the
get
same to
some.
me. She just
Tell me how
likes
great.
him because of the tattoos. No,
No,
I will say
really
there were
I enjoyed.
aspects. There were aspects of Jared Leto's Joker that I did
Yeah.
enjoy. The tats were a good addition. I
Did you
I
see Zack
watched the
Snyder's
Zack
cut?
Snyder's four
I was just
hour
gonna
cut.
ask.
I watched it in color and I watched it in black and white. And I will say that best that is
I
the
wanted four
best
more hours.
superhero movie that was the best superhero movie ever made. Period. It was way better than the Avengers, way better than Infinity War, way better than the Gauntlet of Peace and Justice and Love Forever, whatever it is. It was way better. It was a way better movie, and the movie makes sense when you watch
Yeah.
the 4 hours. So
No,
anybody
at the
that
end of
is,
it, I wanted four more hours. I'm not even gonna lie. When I went into it, I was like, "Fuck, this is a 4 hour movie."
I'm not gonna lie. I was ready to pop some more popcorn
Right back.
and
Yeah.
do it again. Um, no, what I loved that it was dark. I loved that it was gritty. Everything that the movie that actually was released changed. They gave the villain they gave the villain an actual purpose. I remember watching the first one, and I was going the original one, and I'm like, what is he? He's just a thug. He's a goon. Why do I even care? Um, Look, I understand that they needed a new school Joker, but I actually had this conversation with somebody. I can't remember who. You know, we can argue till the cows come home, but Heath Ledger was probably by far the best Joker ever.
The
Period.
worst.
Sec Second only by Luke Skywalker. Um, and anybody taking the reins after Heath Ledger, and you gotta think that was the role that he died. he got an Academy Award dead
Yeah, you did,
for
yes.
that role. And anybody that was going to come up behind him and do that role, people were going to be overly critical. Were there aspects of the Jared Leto Joker that I did not like? Yes, there were a lot of. I never looked at him as a goon, as a thug, or a gangster. But at the same time, in the comics, he had goons and he had a criminal organization, and he wasn't just a
Well, Mike,
guy without a plan. So there were aspects of him that were actually more true to the character than not true. But I just feel
you
like the love for Heath Ledger, the legend of Heath Ledger, just overshadowed him. And then, from what I understand, I would actually like to see Suicide Squad, the first one, the full director's cut with all of Jared Leto's parts in there, because that might be another uh, time where, because Jared Leto had said that they could have done a whole movie with all the scenes that he was in, and maybe if they would release a director's cut of Jared Leto, we might be able to see his full performance, and it makes sense.
well, that's what Jeff and I have argued about a lot because Jeff didn't really read comics like I read comics, so he doesn't get the whole Jared Leto Joker version. But speaking of Jared Leto and superhero movies,
Morpheus.
uh, I am excited to see him play Morpheus. Mainly, not only am I excited to see him play that character, but that only leads into what I can believe is possibly a reboot of Blade.
Yes, that's what I was going. That's exactly where I'm going for. Blade needs to be redone. Blade needs to be, and he is
It doesn't need to
owned
be
by
redone.
Disney.
The Blade trilogy was perfect. That Blade trilogy, yeah, the second one was a little suspect, but that Wesley Snipes Blade trilogy was perfect. It doesn't need to be redone.
In
Um,
exception to the
just
third
it just
movie. The
needs
third movie
it needs
was
the third movie was great.
it was
They had
okay.
the Night Watchers in it, and with Ryan Reynolds and what's her face,
Like, look, Blake. Let's just be
Jessica
honest.
Biel, and
Let's just be honest. Ryan Reynolds had his shirt off, and that's what made the movie for you.
I mean, well, Triple H was in the movie
That's
too.
what
So.
that's what made the movie for you.
There was a lot of men shirtless in that movie, and it did it for me.
But no, in the comic books, they had a Morpheus and Blade run, and
Well,
Ghost Rider actually
mm,
pulled in there with that as well.
which
So
this nonsensical nonsense has become nerd talk. Speaking of
well, it
Ghost
is
Rider, do you watch
nonsense.
that show? Yeah, do you watch that show Agents of Shield?
I watched a little bit of it.
Well, a few seasons back, they introduced Ghost Rider on there, and the dude that plays Ghost Rider, I've only seen a couple episodes. Oh
Yeah,
man,
really.
so good, so good.
I really like Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider. The first one, the second movie was garbage, but the first one,
Yeah, but that was one of those movies because they could because Nick Cage got into all that money problems in the
I mean,
IRS and everything like that.
and Sam Elliott was in it. And Sam Elliott was in it. I mean,
Sam Elliott My dad was in it.
anything with Sam Elliott. Right now I'm watching a show that he's in, 1863, I think it's called, or 68. I don't
1883.
know. 83.
1883. The
That
Yellowstone
with
prequel.
first Ghost Rider was the
Yeah, I'll
shit,
give
but
it a
the
6,
not
Shy.
something to watch more than maybe twice. Yeah, I mean, it was a good. I enjoyed it. My favorite part of that movie was when um they said let's ride, and you had Nicolas Cage on his bike from his hell bike, and you had Sam Elliott
Yeah.
on his hell horse, and both of them,
More.
and then the Ghost Rider song done by the
I'm
fucking
gonna.
man in black himself was playing in the
Yeah.
background, and
Yeah.
that
I have watched the
that made
first
it for
Ghost
me.
Rider. I have watched the first Ghost Rider more times than I count. Actually, I'm going to put the first Ghost Rider on right now while we do the podcast.
Now the second
I
one,
love that movie.
the second one, I didn't even. I saw the trailers, and as soon as they showed Ghost Rider pissing fire, I was like, okay, so they're gonna ruin the movie.
I
And
mean,
I
it
was
wasn't
like,
bad,
oh,
but it was one of those movies again. Like I said, with Nick Cage, he got into all that money for not paying his taxes and everything like that, and that's why he's banging out movies left and right. The dude has
I
like
didn't either,
975
Jessica.
movies.
You're right. I mean, he is in everything. Yeah, Jessica. I didn't watch
Mhm.
the second one. I can't even tell you where I stopped watching it. I was just
It's
like,
it's
I'm
actually
bored.
it's actually not
It's
that bad.
almost
It's
like
it's
watching
it's
a.
it's almost like
It's
watching Heath
almost
Ledger
like
play the
watching a
Joker.
Terminator
It was
movie.
terrible.
It's almost like watching a Terminator movie at this point. It's just like,
All right,
do I
all
even
right.
need to
Hold on a
watch
second.
any
Hold
more
on a
of
second.
these?
Hold on a second. Before I fight you, and I disconnect you and I unfriend you. You're not talking about the first two Terminator movies, are you?
Fuck no.
Okay,
Fuck no.
okay.
I'm
I just
talking
needed to
about the
clarify.
last two Terminator movies.
Yeah,
The last two,
the
not the
last
first
three or
two.
four. Yeah, okay.
Terminator Salvation was watchable. I enjoy Terminator Salvation,
The one that
but
had the chick as the Terminator, I don't know which one that one was.
that was three.
That one
That one was
wasn't
okay.
too bad. She was a
No, it
badass.
wasn't
I
too
don't know who
bad.
that chick was, but she was a badass, man. And like her Terminator form and the things that she did, that was pretty badass. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
okay, you kind of
I was
got me
okay
here,
with
but
three. I
I
was
mean,
more
two,
upset with the actor that played Connor, John Connor.
yeah,
He who he later on did the villain for Sin City, which I felt like that picked his personality a lot better. You know,
Sin City,
which the
those were good
best
movies. Sin City and Spirit.
Sin City was gold, and of course the best
Spirit
line of
was good
that
too.
movie, the best line of that movie was, "I took his guns away, both of them."
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
What do you need? That was a roll over and go to bed. It's not even 9 o'clock. Why are we?
And that's even for
Well,
them.
and
It's not even 8 o'clock for me.
that's the problem with Holly. We'll go ahead and lump Hollywood into a hole as far as movies go. They've run out of ideas and they've started just rebooting stuff. Cheyenne just said, "Did you know they're redoing Terminator?"
I hope
They've
not.
talked about doing another Beverly Hills Cop, and they've talked about doing Lethal Weapon. And I only say that because, for me, tonight being Christmas and the fact, or today being Christmas and the fact that we're talking about movies, for me, two of my favorite Christmas movies, and one's not even really a Christmas movie, but I like watching them at Christmas, is obviously Die Hard, because it's not
That is
Christmas
a Christmas
until
movie. I don't care
it's
what they
not
say.
Christmas until Hans Gruber falls off of the Nakatomi Tower. But my other Christmas movie that's not really a Christmas movie is the first Lethal Weapon movie. It happens at
So
Christmas time, so
that
it's
is a
kind of a
Christmas
Christmas movie.
movie. You had a car crash right into a Christmas tree with presents. That's a Christmas movie. I don't care what they say.
The the
Same
whole
with
the
Die Hard. You
Die
know,
Hard was a Christmas party. There's Christmas music. There's even a Christmas present, and it is what it is. It made you feel good at
actually,
the end. It
funny
made you feel
story
good at the
about
end because John
yeah,
McClane got his wife back, and then he made a new
got
best
everything back.
friend with Powell, with that police officer Al Powell. Al Powell got his courage back and pulled his weapon and shot the bad guy. Oh, it was all Christmas, man.
And then he went on to be the dad in Family Matters. Life couldn't get better.
Yes,
Speaking of
yeah.
National Lampoon,
My
I was
kids,
scrolling through I was scrolling through TikTok, and my kids were with me. And you know that one scene where Chevy Chase is going on talking about his boss,
yeah,
and
with
they
this Christmas
said,
bonus.
"Yeah," and the video started with, "And what do you know about our president today?" And then they played his play, and my kids were laughing their ass off, and I was like, "Did you ever watch this movie?" And they said, "No, we never watched it." I said, "Well, that gets changed in 2 hours." And
Yeah, my
we went home and
we
watched that movie. And when that scene came on, Catherine just started hitting me. Dad, that's the scene. I'm like, I know.
yeah, my oldest daughter. Last night we were eating dinner, and we have a tradition. Um, where on Christmas Eve you get your Christmas jammies, so you get to open them, your Christmas pajamas and stuff like that. So you get to open them on Christmas Eve and stuff like that. That way we can all wear them and whatnot. But we were eating dinner, we had opened our Christmas jammies, and we were looking for a Christmas movie to watch. And Cash, my youngest one, he wanted to watch The Grinch. He wanted to watch all these bad Christmas movies I didn't want to watch. So I was like, oh, let's watch National Lampoons.
Wait a minute. I gotta put a
No,
pause. It's a bad Christmas Grinch.
yeah, like the original or Jim Carrey. I just didn't want to watch Grinch. Not that I don't like them. I just didn't want to watch them again.
Okay, because
And then they wanted to watch Elf, and I was like, I don't really like Elf. So I was like, oh, let's watch Christmas Story, or National Lampoon's Christmas. And my oldest daughter was like, yeah, let's watch it. And the other two were like, nah, we don't want to watch that. I was like, okay, well then let's watch. I was like, oh, well, let's watch Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Jingle All the Way is amazing. That's one of my favorite.
I love that movie. And none of them had seen it. And of course, the two younger ones were like, nah, I don't watch that. So I was like, you know what? Fine. If this is the game we're going to play, I was scrolling through, and I found Ernest Saves Christmas. And none of them had seen it. None of them had seen it. And I was like, we were watching Ernest Saves Christmas. And my oldest daughter, she knows Ernest from Ernest Scared Stupid, because when she was younger, we used to watch that around Halloween time.
Which is the scariest movie I've ever watched, by the way. I was traumatized from watching that movie as a kid.
Miak. We need Miak.
I was traumatized from watching that movie.
We watched Ernest Saves Christmas, and all three kids, for the first time, and I don't even know how long, they sat still, their eyes were glued, they were quiet, and they were laughing. There was things in that movie that at 40 years old still made me laugh, and I was like, so did you guys like that? They're like, oh my God, yeah. And they were looking up more Ernest movies. They're like, we want to watch all Ernest movies. I was like,
there's like 30
Jim
of
Varney,
them. I mean, there's a shit ton.
Jim Varney was the man, and Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Scared Stupid, Ernest Saves Christmas. All those Ernest movies are so good. So I was like, all right.
Ernest do one about the military. It's not in the army.
Yeah, Ernest Goes to the Army or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So it was like, cool. So that's going to be a new Christmas tradition. We're gonna start watching Ernest Saves Christmas on Christmas Eve because you guys. But they would not watch Die Hard with me because all three of them said it's not a Christmas movie, and I'm like, it is a Christmas movie. You don't understand. So then I was watching Lethal Weapon today. They're like, what are you watching? I was like, Lethal Weapon. And they're like, well, that's not a Christmas movie. So I said, yeah, it kind of is because it happens at Christmas, and and then they were all sitting here watching it, and they're like, this is actually really good. I was like, yeah, I know. They're like, it's not a Christmas movie. It's just good. When we had to leave, I had to take them.
I think there needs to, going back to the remakes, I think there needs to be a list of movies that should not be touched. And I think pretty much anything that John Wayne, pretty much anything that John Wayne has ever done should never be redone. Period. And
what's a Christmas movie?
As far as Clint Eastwood on that one as well.
I think enough time has gone by that now there's not very many good military movies that come out now, but I think enough time has gone by. I love westerns. They're one of my favorite horror movies, and westerns are two of my favorite genres. I think enough time has gone by that if they wanted to redo a John Wayne Western or a Clint Eastwood Western, you could do it, and it would be okay, depending upon your cast.
My argument for that one, though, Glick, would be The Magnificent Seven. So
I was just going to say, don't you dare! That was great.
The Magnificent Seven.
I love the remake.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite Western of all time, even above Clint Eastwood, even above John Wayne.
Jessica.
The Magnificent Seven.
I love them.
Is my favorent Western.
I love the original and I love the remake. I thought the remake was great. Chris Pratt was awesome in it. Denzel was good in it.
They did all right.
D'Onofrio.
But I felt like they cared more about the bodice of the chick in the movie than they did about the actual movie. And I felt like the spirit of the Magnificent Seven wasn't quite there. There was a lot of elements that were in the original movie.
Yeah.
That wasn't in that one, and
yeah, to a certain degree, I agree with that. But the cast that they picked to play in the Magnificent Seven, the reboot, was really good.
Right, Tina? Tina
Chris,
said that my
Chris.
dad would disown her if she ever watched a remake of any John Wayne movie, which would mean
Well,
True Grit. If she watches True Grit, family disowned right there.
I don't think I've seen the remake of True Grit. Although, but again, I think enough time has passed where if you do it and you do it right with the right cast, you could introduce a new audience. Oh, hello, a new
You could
audience to that
reduce a
movie.
new audience by
Plus, I mean, as right
replaying the
now,
old Vic movies, remastering them,
yeah, but
put
not
better
really.
effects in them, and
Yeah, so
letting it go like that.
instead of remastering and doing the better effects and editing and all that, just get your new cast and put it out there as a remake. Don't put it out there as an original or anything like that. Um, it can still be good. Like I said, I thought The Magnificent Seven was a great remake. I loved it personally. I've watched it more times than I can count. And I mean, the cast alone speaks for itself.
It was a
Like I
good
said,
cast.
you had D'Onofrio in it, and Pratt, and Denzel, and D'Onofrio is probably one of the most underrated, underappreciated actors in the business right now. The guy is
Well, hold on,
fucking
but
done
we have a little
everything.
bit of an argument going on. Not an argument, but we have a debate going on
Yeah,
in the comments about the Disney live action movies.
I am with. To a certain degree, I have not seen a lot of the live action Disney movies. Fuck the Wizard of Oz, first of all. That was a terrible movie when it was made. It was a terrible movie when Michael Jackson tried to do his thing. It's a stupid fucking movie. No disrespect on Judy Garland because I love her. She's amazing, beautiful woman, beautiful singer, amazing actress. Wizard of
She's
Oz was
yes.
terrible.
Well,
But
I mean, it's only
I happen
AFI's number
to.
one best movie of all time ever made. So I mean,
Who's AFI?
um,
What is that? Wikipedia? People
AFI.
just
I don't
make
know.
shit up.
It's um no.
I got you,
My
Cheyenne.
my feeling on the live action movies is I've already seen the cartoons. I
Yeah.
love the
Well,
cartoons. I grew up on the
a lot
cartoons.
of people shit on the remake of Aladdin. I liked it. Will Smith
It
was
was
not Robin
watchable.
Williams. Will
It was
Smith was not
watchable.
Robin Williams. He was
It was
not
enjoyable.
comparable. But I like that Will Smith kept certain elements of Robin Williams' genie, but then at the
Yeah,
same time tried to make it his
he made
own.
it his own. Yeah.
My daughters and my ex wife they love the live action of Beauty and the Beast. I never seen it. They loved it. Um, that the song Beauty and the Beast that John Legend and was it Ariana Grande when they did the
Sure.
remake of the Beauty and the Beast song. I really like that song. I thought they did a really good job. But I'm also a huge John Legend fan, so I'm kind of biased. But
Right.
I,
And John Legend does a good job. I watched the roast of the Jonas Brothers, and John
they
Legend's
could have.
song in there was
I agree,
freaking
Jessica.
amazing. My thing about these remakes is I've already watched the animated, grew up with them, love them, and nothing can touch them.
But
And if you're
I
going
think
to
it's kind of cool.
remake a movie, and well, if you're going to remake a movie in live action, I would rather you do like what they did with Alice in Wonderland. They remade Alice in Wonderland into that was actually the start of it, and it was a
Mhm.
completely different story. In fact, it was almost like it was a sequel to the animated movie, and I really liked that aspect. I liked what they did um, with the Sleeping Beauty remake. They took that and did it from another perspective. I don't like to see the same movie. You know, I refuse to watch Dumbo because the live action Dumbo movie because I know that they just ruined it because they ruined Jungle
Yeah.
Book. You know,
Yeah,
I didn't like what they did to the Jungle Book.
Okay. That's where I draw the line because the live
You
action,
drawing
all
the
the live
line.
action.
It's on,
I'm
man.
drawing the line.
It's
I'm drawing the
on.
line. I'm drawing the line because the live action Jungle Book and the live action Mowgli movie they did when my son was younger. Those were our two favorite movies to watch together, and I can't tell you how many times I watched the live action Jungle Book. Him and I would lay on the couch and cuddle together. That they did a really good job, and that's what I was going to say. The cool thing about about like the live action, and I want to see the Lion King live action. I haven't seen it yet. My son loved it. Um, is that it's cool to see it like for real. You know what I mean? Like, obviously it's not real, but instead of an animated, it's cool to see like real people playing these characters. And when they, like in Aladdin, I feel like they did a really good job of casting the people to play Aladdin and Jasmine and Jafar and the Sultan and stuff like that in real life. So
Yeah.
the Jungle Book live action movie was awesome. I will fight you
Then
if you shit on that.
then we're going to fight because I'm sorry.
Well,
What's
you
his
better
name
be
that played
prepared.
Baloo? What's his name that played Baloo was a bad casting choice. And I know that he's a famous actor, Bill Murray. He was casted as Baloo. I feel like Baloo was not a trickster. He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't a conniver. He wasn't.
No, he was. He was. You know, it's not necessarily a trickster or a conniver or anything like that. It was. He was. He loved life, and he was trying to find the best out of every situation and have fun.
But that's not.
He
But
clearly
Baloo
doesn't.
in the live
Mike was
action
dropped on
movie,
his
I
head as
was
the
down
baby.
with the movie up until the Baloo part. I was okay with them. I liked Khan. I liked. I liked the snake and the elephants and all that was all great. It was. I
Mm.
just had a total disagreement with the casting choice. And then of course, if you listen to that original watch the original animated Jungle Book, Baloo, he had a baritone voice, and he sang with power. And you hear Bill Murray sing, whew, just they should have dubbed him. You
Well,
know,
Cheyenne, if you
another movie that's out right now that I
Cheyenne,
don't know if I want to watch is West Side Story. They remade West Side Story. I don't know if I want to watch that.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Arr.
They they. It's the same exact movie. Spielberg did that, right?
I don't know anything about
I
the
think it was
movie. I just
Spielberg.
saw that it was
Uh,
showing.
it's the same exact movie, just from what I've heard and what I understand. Oh, it's more woke than what it will obviously the original. But all it is West Side Story is just another telling of Romeo and Juliet. You know,
Yeah,
Dirty Dancing was Romeo and Juliet, if you wrap, in a nutshell. And then how many times have we
exactly,
seen
Jessica.
different different versions of?
Well, Ghost of
Okay,
Girlfriend's
Glick, real.
Past was just a retelling of the
Nah,
Christmas Carol.
you act like this
You
is the
know.
first time you've ever seen me live. Again, Cheyenne, you act like this is the first time you've ever seen me live. Are you upset at my burp? Are you mad at it? Are you disappointed in it? I don't understand what's going on. Look, I was watching the Cleveland Browns before I started this, so I started drinking early, all right? Leave me alone.
Labyrinth should not be remade ever.
Fuck the Labyrinth.
Um,
That was a terrible movie.
well, it doesn't matter if it was a terrible movie. It's a cult classic, you know, and
It,
just
it does matter if it was a
you
terrible
gotta
movie or not.
because of the way that our culture is, they're going to change stuff
And
because if they
David
ever
Bowie is
remade
seriously
McClintock,
overrated.
they're not going to if they ever remake
Huh.
McClintock, they'll never get it right because you know at the end of the McClintock, John Wayne spanks Catherine O'Hara.
I mean, who doesn't want to be spanked by John Wayne?
Right?
But with that being said, we are guys. We are up against it. The first hour has flown by. We're gonna take a real quick
Wow,
break.
it's gone
Yeah, I know.
already.
I
Shit.
told you, man. I
The
told
only
you it
thing we
flies
had to
by.
agree with each other the whole damn time. It's amazing. Um,
Yeah, we're gonna take a real quick break. This is typically the first hour format, just bullshitting. So Mike, you fell right in. We find a subject, we bullshit about it, we whatever. We're gonna take a real quick break. I got some Blacktop Mojo I'm gonna play for you guys. If you're not already, definitely check out our guys at Blacktop Mojo. You can stream their music everywhere and anywhere. You can follow them on all social media. When you do, go to their videos or anything they post and comment that Nonsensical Nonsense sent you, just to confuse the shit out of Matt and the guys. Matt's the lead singer, and they'll be like, "Who the fuck is Nonsensical Nonsense?" But that's neither here nor there. They just let us play their music, and eventually they'll be on the
Okay,
show.
thank
So,
you. Real quick, I want to thank all the people that did pop in so
hey, thank you
far.
guys. Well,
I
don't
appreciate
go
it.
anywhere, guys. We'll be right back. Share this out with your friends. Feel free to tell your friends about it. Like I said, we're live. We are currently live on Facebook, Instagram, or not Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and here on Haps. I'm working on TikTok. I don't know if I'll ever put this show live on TikTok. But we're going to take a real quick break. I'm going to play something off the new album.
Thank you, Jess. I appreciate
Uh, um, so give us about 3 minutes, and we'll be right back. And when we come back, Mike's going to get to. He's listened to it because, as I've said, Mike is a special guest co-host. Mike has listened to it. He's heard it, but you get to be a part of What the Fuck News.
that. Oh, what the fuck?
So I gotta, while we're on break,
I'm ready.
I gotta go get Bob. I gotta go get Bob out of prison because Bob's our pilot for the plane. He's our pilot for the space shuttle, and he's the pilot or the driver for our short bus. But he's also
we
in
need
prison
him.
for stealing. He stole fish sticks and uncooked macaroni from a kindergarten class in Germany. He's a jackass.
Damn it, Bob.
We're gonna come right
Damn
back,
it,
Cheyenne.
Bobby.
So
Yeah. Don't
God
leave.
damn
Come
it, Bobby.
back.
So enjoy
Good,
the sweet
good,
sounds
good.
of enjoy the sweet sounds of Blacktop Mojo. We'll be right back after this. Go ahead and do that and drop my camera. And it helps if I turn up my music. This is off their brand new album, by the way.
She likes the mood, she likes the night, she likes the blood on her hands. She dances naked through the trees until her eyes go red. She whispers spells into the wind and she communes with the dead. She throws the bones into the fire and in darkness she chants. Raise the blade up.
Oops. Wrong song. Don't worry.
There's a world going round, so many secrets told. There's a whisper in my ear, and everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Oh, nobody believes you. Say those are lies that you say. You can tell me the truth now, honey. Darling, I won't tell. In the closet behind your clothes, a skeleton, the weight of the world. And I can tell in your sleepless eyes, you carry it wherever you go. Oh, wherever you go. Oh, wherever you go. Oh, You can tell me the truth now, honey. Darling, I won't tell. Darling, I won't tell. Don't run away, my love. I will treat you well. Forgive me for the things I've done. It's by my handy oh, nobody believes you. Say those are lies that you sell. You can tell me the truth now, honey. Darling, I won't tell. Darling, I won't tell. Darling, I won't tell.
I'm here to spy on some ship shoppers, so
Calm
I
down,
can
you
learn
ain't
their
here to do
secrets.
anything. Oh, shit, I almost didn't make it back. You like that? Wicked Numbness, hell yeah. That is Blacktop Mojo. Welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense, everybody. I am Glick, hanging out with a special co-host tonight, the big dog himself, the one and only Mike, my brother from another mother, even though I'm pretty sure we could pass his family. But
We could. I mean, we have a lot of very
Merry
similar-
Christmas. That's very, very hairy.
Very
Merry
hairy
Christmas,
Christmas.
Vanetta. Yes. Thank you guys for hanging out this far. Hanging
I
out
will
through the
say
break.
that was
If
an
you did
amazing song. Like that was an amazing.
if you if you like the band, if you like the song, again, that's Blacktop Mojo. You can follow them on all social media and stream all their music everywhere you stream music at Blacktop Mojo. Go give them some love. Those guys are amazing. It's actually off their brand new album. I accidentally started the wrong song because with this latest Haps update, you used to be able to present your videos. So I have a whole lineup of break music and this, that, and the other thing, and intros and all that other stuff for the segments that I could just click on and it would play. Well, now I have to actually go on my phone and it's a mess. So I accidentally clicked on the wrong song. I have a catalog for podcast music, and I picked the wrong song. So I had to rush back in here when I was grabbing beer and click it, and so you got a little bit of a teaser for the closer in that. But no, I love Blacktop Mojo. They're one of my favorite bands. Not
It's
bad for
definitely
some
a
guys
band
out of
that-
Texas.
It's definitely a band that you could just jam to going down the road. While you're at work. That's
Yeah.
not a lot of
Well-
not a lot of good music is being made nowadays, and to hear that, or the good bands are all doing covers from other bands.
Well, they
there's
do
a few
they
good
do they
bands
do
on
covers.
TikToks.
That's kind of where I discovered them at. They do covers, and in the second break, and this is where I'll get in trouble. In the second break after we do news and everything, I'll play one of their covers, and they've
Which
done
they do good. They do good at covers as well.
they. That's my little Christmas shirt, Vanetta. I think I said that right. If I didn't, I apologize. My Batman and Robin Christmas shirt because it's Christmas. But they've done the covers of the Beatles, Phil Collins.
Oh, it's tough to do. It's tough to do
yeah,
the Beatles.
Fuel.
It's really tough.
God damn, they've done Fleetwood Mac. The hell is that you?
I want to apologize for my technical.
Don't worry, we live in the land of technical difficulties. If it wasn't for technical difficulties, there would be no nonsensical nonsense.
Right.
But
I apologize for that.
yeah, so
That
go
was-
check
that
those
was my
guys out
alarm.
on social media at Blacktop Mojo. They're an awesome band, awesome guys. I've only personally talked to Matt, the lead singer, and Kat, the bassist. Actually, and that's what kills me again because typically I can play the videos for their songs, but in Wicked Woman, our closing song, Kat's fiance, wife, girlfriend. I'm not quite sure what she is. She is the star of that video, so to say. So go check out Black Dot Mojo if you want to know what I mean. Great video. Make sure you look for the director's cut when you watch that video because as a fan of music, I love musicians that will write songs and tell stories, and that's what they do. And most of their almost all their songs they tell a story, and when they make a video to it, that video goes perfectly with their song. But speaking of social media, goddamn, I am so scatterbrained right now. Speaking of social media, guys, go feel free to give us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, all at Nonsensical Nonsense. You can also join us live every Wednesday and Saturday night here on Haps, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. And you can listen to every single episode of the podcast on Anchor, Spotify. A lot of people love Spotify, Mike being one of them. Google
No
Play, Apple
commercials on
Podcasts.
Spotify. It's one.
Outside of the. Yep. But yeah, you can check out every episode there. Some of them are bad, some of them are good. Sometimes I'm by myself and it's a shit show, but I've gotten a lot of positive feedback when I'm by myself. But it is
First
what it is.
off, I'm going to put a stop to you there. The only bad show that you have ever done is one that you haven't filmed. So we're going to leave that alone.
Right there at the heart, right.
Yeah, right there at the heart.
You're pulling the old heartstrings. I'm gonna cry. Hold on, there's a tear coming down my eye.
Just one. I got a jar right here. But as many episodes that I have listened to, I have yet to actually listen to one that I didn't laugh hysterically at. So I just hope that as humbled part-timer substitute co-host that we can get into some shenanigans tonight and keep that
Absolutely.
crazy train going.
Well, you already know the shenanigans are.
And Jessica called me a suck up. Okay, I see how it is. You know what? I have to be able to come back. You know what I mean? It was a great honor that.
Hey, look.
It was a great honor that.
I'm basically like I'm like Disney. I make dreams come true. Mike is a
Yes.
fan. He listens to the show, and I said, I need a guest co-host tonight because I don't like doing these shows by myself. Let me reach out to one of my fans. So I reached out
Yes.
and he was a cancer patient dying in his hospital bed, and it was his make a wish, and here I
Make a
am.
wish. I was just thinking about it before Glick sent me that snap. I was like, you know what would be an amazing Christmas present because I didn't get any this year. Would be if Glick would say, "Hey, would you be a co-host on my show?" And then
Don't
like
ever
within
say
10
that.
minutes,
Yeah.
within 10 minutes, he gave me this wonderful Christmas gift.
So don't ever say that Glick, the host of Nonsensical Nonsense and Nonsensical Nonsense as a brand, we don't give back to the community. We reach out and we give back. We
Yes.
give our fans what they want. And what they want is to
Exactly.
come on here and to share screen time, to share mic time with the one and only Glick.
And
Oh,
apparently,
I gotta go.
you
I
know,
gotta go to the kitchen and get a piece of humble pie real quick.
yeah, because all these people in here are here because of me. But
I know. I'm actually kind of hurt. I'm actually kind of hurt that none of my normals are in here. And, like
right, it's all my people. It's all my
Yeah.
people.
But I will say that it is Christmas, and I understand that most of our regulars, they, unlike me, they have friends and family. So,
You know, Cheyenne, you could say that you came for Glick. Who's sucking up now? But where were you last week when he was?
where have you been the
on-
last 67 episodes, Cheyenne?
67 episodes, Cheyenne. Jess just calls it out. She's like, "I'm here for Mike."
Hey, you can be here for Mike tonight as long as you keep coming back, because I promise you, this is normally how we do the show. We for the first, well, we do have a. God damn, my fiance is hot as hell.
Hey,
Sorry, I
Glick,
got
we are
distracted.
doing a show.
I
We're
got
doing a
distracted.
show right now. You
Yeah, I got
distracted.
distracted. I was going through
Yeah,
my
we're
news
we're at
intro
work right
and
now.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
we're at work. Let's get back to work. Okay.
Okay.
This is work.
Oh, I'm distracted. Squirrel.
I get it. I get it. But let's look at her. After the show. Glick.
Oh, well, sorry. But
Eyes
no,
on me, bud. We can do this together. Just breathe, breathe. Put a pillow over your waist. Put a pillow over your waist. That we don't give community guideline violations, and let's
well, we don't
continue
get
on with the
community.
show.
We don't get community guideline violations. Okay, okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Glick, Glick, put it
God damn.
down. Put the phone.
Okay.
Glick, Glick.
Sorry, I
Attention,
got distracted.
we have lost control of our co-host. We may need to do an emergency. How many minutes do you think you need? 5-minute commercial break. An
Jesus,
emergency
5
5-minute
minutes.
commercial break.
That's like 13 times
He
in
needs
5
a
minutes.
minute. He needs a minute.
I'm just trying
He
to.
needs a
Okay,
minute.
now
It's been
well,
been a few months since she's been up there to see him. He needs a minute. Come on,
actually,
collect
it
yourself,
has.
Glick.
She got you stuttering. When doesn't she got me stuttering, Chris?
I actually have.
You and Cheyenne
I
act like
actually
this is the
have
first
opted
time.
out of girlfriend applications. I have decided that
I told you. I told you a long
I am
time
no
ago.
good
You
for
need to
anybody
stop.
right now.
It's not even that. You just need to. It's not even that. I told you a long ass time ago. You need to stop worrying about all these fucking little thirsties. Sorry, I don't mean no disrespect, ladies. But you need to focus on you. You need to focus on them kids. And then when the time is right, it'll happen when it happens.
Exactly, and that's new one has to go through me, right?
New one has to beat me in a ring at 3 5-minute rounds. They have to take me.
Exactly.
That's one of the
And
qualifications. Can you beat Glick in a boxing ring 3 5-minute rounds?
because he's got one hell of a left jab. I'm letting you know. He's got one hell of a left jab.
I am a southpaw, but
And
let's
so
not
am
get
I.
too distracted. Let's not get too distracted, and let's go
You're
ahead
the
and
one. Put the
I know
phone
I got
down,
distracted. I got to do this for the news. We're gonna roll into what the fuck news, you guys. So this is gonna.
What the fuck? And we started with what the fuck is Glick doing on his phone in the middle of a podcast. All right,
Because again, as I said, with this Haps update, they took all my shit away from me. So all my intros and my music and everything is now on my phone. So
happy holidays. Happy holidays, homie.
hey, it's the Hapsode himself, the one and only, suffering from Haps AIDS. What's going on, brother? Tony D's my boy. I love that motherfucker to death. He's actually gonna be at the wedding, and we're gonna act some. We're gonna, as if we don't hurt enough feelings on Haps as it is. We're gonna hurt some feelings, and Tony might get eaten by a shark at the wedding.
Oh no. Well,
you know.
so what is going on in what the fuck news?
Well, before we go into what the fuck news, we have to do this. We have to do this properly, Michael.
Oh, we have to do this properly.
Audio Jungle.
Oh, but let's not forget a friend of the show.
I'm going to tell you a couple of stories. So
Yeah.
listen to this. Listen to this. Okay, listen.
Donald J. Trump. He's a friend of the show, ladies and gentlemen. He loves nonsensical nonsense. He's here every episode. So it is Christmas. So let's do a couple Christmas stories. Feel good stories wrapped up with a Florida man story. Where we at? First and foremost, in Bob, fire up nonsensical nonsense number 1. We're going to the Canada of America, and we're going to New Hampshire. Buckle your seatbelt, Michael. This could be a bumpy ride. An absolute goddamn fool, Tony.
All right, we are
Bob is by no way, any way, shape, and or form a certified pilot. But he gets us to point A to point B and so forth. So in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, a woman who returned from a flight from Europe with more than $3,000 worth of gifts in her luggage found that the contents were gone and they were replaced with dog food.
Alrighty then.
I
Some people
don't
give
give a
coal,
fuck
some
about.
people give dog food.
Yeah, Gina Sheldon of Portsmouth, New Hampshire, also found an old T-shirt and a shaving cream bottle in her bag. There was a leather jacket I had purchased for my 16-year-old son, Sheldon said. I had bought these really cute leather wristlet band purses that I bought to give various family members and friends. Sheldon said that she spent 11 days in Italy, stopped in Paris for a few days for business, and on her way home recently. When it goes through the scan and it continued on its journey, it looked like real luggage product. She said about the objects that ended up in her bag. Sheldon booked her flight through Delta Airlines. Fuck you, Delta! You're going to hell.
Hey, my
But it was,
dad worked for Delta.
well, Delta's stealing people's Christmas gifts and giving them dog food in exchange.
Actually, it's American Airlines. Never mind, I take that back.
I was going to say, Michael, how many of your Christmas gifts were stolen from people's luggage?
Well, I didn't get any, so probably. Other than the show, of course. All right.
Whoa.
Sounds like a Biden organization. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, hey, we don't touch politics here.
Investigators are looking into seeing if there is a possible
Yeah.
Biden connection to this, possibly by his son.
Yeah, but Sheldon said she booked her flight through Delta Airlines that was operated by Air France. And Delta was quoted by saying, we apologize for the customer's experience. Following Air France's Flight 334, Delta told the station in a statement, we have affirmatively, see, words are hard, and I don't speak English very well, connected with their partners at Air France to find resolution. I don't know, a simple fact of the resolution would be give me my shit back or give me my money back for my shit. Just saying. Here we go.
That's how I would feel.
Let's go, Brandon. We don't do
Let's
politics
go,
on this
Brandon.
show. We don't do politics and or religion on this show. Because here's the thing. Here's my feelings about politics and religion. They're low-hanging fruit, and it's it's basically the equivalent of a 5 on TikTok taking her clothes off for views. It's easy. You can get listens and views, and I like to rely on the fact that I'm just amazing. And then I have
Well,
Jeff.
thank you for that because I take my clothes off on TikTok, so thank you for that.
I know you do.
That being
You're
said, I
a
only
one
do
who
that
takes
on
their clothes
one.
off.
I only do that on one channel, which is amazingly enough, like only has like a 2,000 followers. So I guess no, maybe I should do TikToks where I'm
I'm
putting my
not.
clothes
Apparently, I'm
on.
not I am not a friend on that TikTok page because Lord knows I would make fun of you constantly in the comments. No, he's not. No, he's not, Bailey. No, he's not. Trust me. No, he's not.
I
As
have
a guy,
ruined. I
as a
have
guy
made-
who, as a guy who's only made a couple of them, and I have one that I've contemplated putting on nonsensical nonsense. Yeah, no, yeah, no, no. I didn't have to take my shirt off either.
Some of my best
should-
thirst traps are ones where my clothes are on. I'm just saying.
I showed him my little wiener. Look at this little fella. Wiggle, wiggle. Anyway. Anyway,
I'd like
we'll say
to.
that.
I'd like to show everybody my wiener. It's there. Trust me. Just zoom in. Just zoom in.
You
there
can
it
stitch
is.
me all you want. I don't post like I've never sidetracked squirrel.
Squirrel.
I've never really been one to post thirst traps. Videos that I don't think are thirst traps in any way, shape, and or form have been thirst traps.
Yep.
And I've been told and I'm like, by my amazing, beautiful fiance. She's like, "Why you make that?" I was like, "Not a thirst trap. I'm doing a fucking Jeff Foxworthy sound clip."
I did a song by Joe Crocker, and I have decided that everything you do with Joe Crocker is a thirst trap. It was called "You Can Leave Your Hat On," and I didn't. The only thing I did was pull down my tie. That's the only thing
my
I
fi-
did. But I
my
was told that
fiance.
that was the biggest thirst trap that
Yeah,
I've ever done.
yeah. I
So
did a thirst trap, or not a thirst trap. I did a video where I was drunk and stumbling and bumbling in my hallway, and that somehow became a thirst trap. It was like a drunk bar song. So I wasn't drunk, but I was like bouncing around like I
are you
was drunk.
sure? Are you
Yeah, well,
sure?
I probably was drunk. I probably was drunk.
Okay. Let's be
What do you
honest.
mean by my?
Let's be.
What do you mean by your? Do you not know that I'm engaged, Cheyenne? Where the hell have you been?
She's
Obviously
not
not
listening to the
following me.
podcast like she said she
Not
is.
listening to the podcast. Not following me on
Not
any
following
social
you.
media. Not following me on
Yeah.
TikTok. I
So
mean,
she
it
could.
was out there. Everybody
So
knew.
she did come in here for me, not for you.
Pretty much.
No matter what she
Yeah,
wanted to say.
they all did. They
Yeah.
all did.
No.
I feel
Yeah.
like Chris came in here for me. He just found out. He didn't know about the podcast because Cheyenne didn't
No.
tell him.
He.
He came
What,
in here for me.
You got
He
a
came in here for
podcast?
me.
Yeah,
Chris came in here for
sure.
me.
Sure.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't even know
Don't-
about it.
Don't take this from me. He found out and he was like,
They were
He's
all
like,
in there
"Quit."
for you because you are amazing.
"No, you are amazing." I'm just Glick, and I'm just here. Anyways, Bob,
Any more
unload
news?
the bus.
What?
Bob,
Any
unload
more?
the bus.
Back on the bus.
Yeah.
This stop.
Bob,
We're moving on.
kiss my fat ass. Kiss my fat ass, Cheyenne.
It's one hell of a kiss.
My fat ass or her fat ass? Because I
Your
suffer
fat
from
ass.
no acetol. Look. I'm a white dude that suffers from no acetol.
Well, apparently I have the same suffrage because I was told by a lot of people that I had a nice ass for a white guy, and then Cheyenne just dashed all my hopes and said I had no ass tall, and I was like, really?
But
She
did
even
they
had
say?
me. I was even twerking for her. She was like, "Where's your ass? I don't see it." I was hurt.
But did they say that you were pretty fly for a white guy?
No, no. Cheyenne doesn't give compliments to me. She just
Cheyenne
takes
gives
them away.
compliments to me.
Yeah, just to you. She takes them away.
Not like looks. She's like, "You're a good guy, Glick."
Yeah.
I know.
I mean,
Trust
she
me.
says that.
That's why
I guess that's a good thing.
That's why I'm hanging out in last place. Anyways,
Right.
Bob, unload nonsensical nonsense number 2 out of the back of the plane. We're gonna go ahead and drive
Okay.
up to New York. Again, it's Christmas, so let's do some feel good stories because it's Christmas.
New York, New
And-
York. All right.
And
let's go.
what's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Mystery alum gifts $180,000 to a city college in New York. Christmas came early or really late, depending upon how you look at it, when a physics professor in the City College of New York in Harlem discovered a box postmarked in 2020 to the school's mailroom holding $180,000 in cash. Almost 2 years. A box with almost $200K had been sitting in the mailroom. The
Wow.
toaster-sized box was addressed to the chair of the physics. Fucking
Words again.
Words are hard. Physics department. Vinod Menon. I don't even think that's a real name, but whatever. He said he opened the box after returning to campus this semester and found a letter and $50 and $100 bundles in paper bands. The New York Times reported on Tuesday. The letter stated the cash was a donation meant to help the physics and math students in need at the city college. It also explained that the donor was a former city college alum who received a bachelor's and master's degree in physics at the school, ushering them into a successful scientific career. City College is the entire CUNY system, officials said. They could not remember a similar donation this large in cash sent anonymously. Chief Pat Marina, wasn't that the guy from the Karate Kid?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, right. The leader of the Department of Public Safety and, City at City College said the return address used a fake name and traced back to Florida, but did not lead to the anonymous donor's identity. Federal agents also determined that the money had been withdrawn from banks in Maryland and was not connected to any criminal activity. And on December 13, the CUNY's Board of Trustees was cleared to formally vote to accept the gift. Uh, Menon said that the donation will be put towards funding 2 annual full tuitions uh, for more than a decade. So for the next 10 years, it sounds like they got two tuitions that will be paid for the next 10 years just off of that money for that college and the physics.
Wait a minute. How much money was
Wait,
actually donated?
$180,000.
So $180,000 to
This is
two
basically 20 from the way it sounds, the way they wrote it, 20 tuitions. It's a community college. It's a city college. So
20 tuition. Okay, not 20 tuitions.
yeah. Yeah, two
Awesome.
tuitions for the next decade. So two kids
Okay.
will get paid, will get their tuition completely paid for from that.
Okay.
So
That is an amazing
obviously
story.
it's a city college. It's not like the Ohio State University. It's not the University of Iowa or Michigan or anything like that. You know,
or
it's
anything like that, yeah.
yeah, where it's 180,000 a year is easy at these big colleges or Harvard or
Right.
Yale or whatever. So I mean, it's kind of a little nice little. Like I said, it's Christmas, guys. So we're gonna
Yeah, that's a good story.
stray away from the normal
anybody
news a
wants to-
little bit.
Makes me kind of like on the next commercial break. I think
got a
I'm
fried
going to go
chicken.
to my mailbox and see if there's a mailbox with a box in there with $180,000 in my mailbox. You know, I think that would be an excellent thing for me to have right about now.
Oh, I'll definitely
Um,
take an anonymous donation.
Yeah, I will definitely take an anonymous donation at this point in time. All charities, the people helping people. Um, I just
If you would
watched
like
Fred
to-
Claus. I just
if you would
watched
like to-
Fred Claus before we came on here, so I'm definitely in the people helping people organization. Don't crowd my action.
I did say fried chicken, Cheyenne, and again, go back and listen to further episodes, and you'll understand the fried chicken reference.
I got it, but it's okay.
But you've been listening. No, 100%. If you guys would like
Jessica
to give
said,
to the
Jessica goes on and says, look, you got your wish to be on the podcast. Don't get greedy. You know what? You are absolutely right. This was all I need. Fuck the Bills. Fuck the Bills. I don't need that brand new Dodge Ram. I don't need it. As long as I'm on nonsensical nonsense, fuck everything else. I got it.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a fortune teller or anything, but if somebody doesn't start taking this seriously, there may be a void for a new co-host, which then there'll be a tryout to find the right guy. Or right guy or right girl. This 2021, women are. I don't believe it, but women can do a podcast equally as well as men, I guess. Or people say so. Anyways, in news,
Nonsensical nonsense views of politics do not reflect solely on just one co-host. These are the views and opinions.
These are the views and opinions of the guest co-host
does not
tonight.
reflect on both co-hosts.
Nope.
Please don't sue me. Or
The
just
guest co-host tonight specifically sent me these notes and asked me, it was his writer because apparently he thinks he's big time, and he said, I need you to say these certain things, and I was like, Mike, I don't believe in this stuff, and he's like, it don't matter if you believe in it or not, I do, and you just have to say it. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I just put that out there.
Wait a minute, did you just hear that? Wait a minute, did you just hear that? I just heard
like
Bob. I just heard Bob driving the bus, and I'm distinctly, hold on, da-dump, da-dump, Yes, I
Yeah.
have just been ran over by the nonsensical nonsense bus driven by Bob.
He-
Just one
Mark
time.
Bush.
Just one time. That's all. He doesn't need to keep doing it over and over and over again. But I feel like I have
Look,
definitely
you know
been.
what? Bob disconnected the backup alarm in that. Well, while Bob's in the bus, we'll go ahead and scoop you up off the street, and let's go
Thanks.
to let's
Thump,
go down to
thump.
Pennsylvania.
Thump,
Thump, thump, thump, thump.
thump.
Let's go down to Pennsylvania. This is something near and dear to my heart because I see you drinking your Pepsi Cola tonight. Not that there's anything wrong with Pepsi Cola.
Best Pepsi.
I love Pepsi.
Best cola in the world. And
I have.
Pennsylvania is also the hometown, a home state of Jessica. So we are driving over to where you're at. We do expect
Well,
a dinner because driving takes a lot out of you. So what's for dinner?
you don't have to. You don't have to. We're not driving. He's not driving. You don't have to cook us dinner. I mean, you can cook him dinner if you really want to. If you give me a 12-pack, I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't care. But as I said, this is a near and dear subject to my heart. As I said, you're drinking Pepsi. I'm drinking beer. I'm kind of surprised you're not drinking tonight, in all honesty.
I can't afford it.
That's why I'm drinking Busch lattes. And not Budweiser.
I wasn't
I got
gonna
a
say
30 rack.
anything.
I got a
Oh.
30 rack, man.
Pepsi, and there is my daughter is a
Pepsi.
trader. She is a
Pepsi.
trader, and I consider excommunicating her from the family a lot. But she sings.
You probably
and
should.
She's really funny, so I just can't bring myself. But she likes.
You
she
probably
likes
should.
both.
Nope.
I
You should go
forgive her
ahead
for
and-
that.
You should go ahead and. It's probably not too late for an abortion at this point.
I don't know. Is 13 too late? I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. Google it.
Google it. I mean, I think that's the rules in New York. You can change your mind after 13 years. I don't like
I feel
this
like
one.
Cheyenne.
No,
Cheyenne, to be
try
honest with
again.
you, yeah, Cheyenne. I feel like I have single-handedly kept Pepsi. Words are hard. I have single-handedly kept Pepsi in business for the last. Let me age myself real quick for a second. 28 years.
This segment of the show has been brought to you by Pepsi. If you're not drinking it, fuck you. Okay, back to the show.
Yeah. And Pepsi, if you hear that, you better fucking reach out to me and send me a goddamn check, you sons of bitches. Or I promise you, I'll switch. No, I won't. I won't switch over to Coke.
Or
That's a
Pepsi
lie.
for
I'll never
life.
drink Coke. Yeah, I'll never,
Pepsi
I'll
for
never
life.
drink Coke.
I'll settle. I'll settle for Pepsi for life. And
Dr. Pepper's good.
Mountain Dew. And Mountain Dew. I'll do.
I do.
Mountain Dew, too. Code Red.
I drink.
Code Red.
I drink regular Pepsi, regular Mountain Dew all day, every day. I do like Dr. Pepper. The only bad thing about Dr. Pepper, I can't drink it without thinking of my mom because my mom was my mom loved Dr. Pepper. Like that was, she didn't drink nothing but Dr. Pepper. It was water or Dr. Pepper. And when I drink it, I think of her, and then it bums me out, and then I feel bad because she's been dead for almost 11 years, and I'm a terrible son. So, but anyways, we're going
We're
to
not going to talk
Pennsylvania.
about Pepsi Blue. We're not going to talk about Pepsi Blue, Tina. We just can't. We can't talk about
We
it.
can talk about Pepsi Clear, and if some of you might not even be old enough to remember the original Pepsi Clear,
And
but
then
that was my jam.
they just re-released it last year, and they called it Pepsi Crystal. So,
It didn't taste
and
the same.
guess what? Guess what? It sucked back then, and it sucked now. So,
Watch your mouth. Anyways, Michael, as I was saying, we're going to Pennsylvania. Apparently, Jessica's cooking you dinner. All I asked for is a 12-pack. But Yingling, and if you're in Pennsylvania or if you're an avid beer drinker, you know that Yingling is a Pennsylvania staple.
fine beverage Yingling is. All right.
It is. It is very good. Well, they are apparently going after the big dog in the beer game.
Budweiser.
They are going after Anheuser, and Yingling has accused Bud Light of trampling on their trademark.
Ooh.
A trademark tiff between America's oldest beer maker and America's best-selling brand appears to be over before it really began. Last week, D.G. Yingling and Son, nearly 200-year-old Pennsylvania-based brewery, demanded that its much larger rival, Anheuser-Busch, stop using the tagline for its forthcoming Bud Light Next Zero Carb. What in the actual fuck are you guys doing? Bud Light Next
Is that the
Zero
actual
Carb
trademark
beer.
name?
No. That's just what the beer is apparently called. Bud Light Next Zero Carb Beer, noting. And I know Budweiser has Bud Light Zero, and
I don't know. It just
noting
sounds
it
like a white
closely
claw to me.
resembles one already trademarked by Yingling. Right?
Sounds like a white claw to me. I don't know.
All right. First of all, Pennsylvania, Budweiser really wanted to fuck with your trademark. They'd go around and kick all the females in the mouth and neuter their brothers. Second of all, the trade. I'm sorry. I say things. There's no filter.
The writer
There's no
of that.
filter.
The writer of that sentence has been fired. Here
There's
at
no
Nonsensical,
filter.
Nonsensical Nonsense, we do not support or condone violence such as domestic abuse. That of
Yeah, even if
women
you
being
are,
punched,
even if you
kicked in
are
the
a brother and
face, or
sister and you're
neutered.
married,
Um,
if you are married to
nor
your
do
brother,
we,
don't
nor
kick
do
him.
we, nor do we to condone comments about incest. The writer of that sentence has also been fired. They will be looking for a job at another podcast at this point in time. We once again would like to thank you for your continued patronage as we continue on. Back to you, Glick.
Back to you, Glick, at our news desk. But get ready. So it says. It says the Bud Light Next Zero no carb beer noted it closely resembled one already trademarked by England. Quote: "Get ready for the next generation of beer." Read on the December 14th post from Bud Light's Twitter account. According to a screenshot provided by Yingling, the same graphic appeared on Bud Light's wait a minute. The same graphic appeared on Bud Light's Instagram and Facebook accounts that day, Yingling said. Yingling quickly objected, pointing out its own low carb brew, Flight, introduced in February of 2020. It is marketed as the next generation of light beer. Really? Really, Yingling? That's what you're pissing and moaning about? Is the fact that you guys both said the next generation of light beer?
I actually support that because flight is a lot better to say than
Well, I
Bud
agree.
Light
I agree.
Zero
I
and
would much
zero
rather say
carbs, zero emissions. This beer is
shit.
clean
I
energy.
as
You will not shit turds when you drink this beer. You will shit water, and it's totally recyclable on the can. Yingling
I
Flight
agree.
is a lot better.
As
Um,
as an alcoholic, I agree 100%. Uh, Not that Yingling is that easy to say, but Yingling Flight, I'd much rather say that than Bud Light Zero Carb. Next Zero Carb.
yeah.
Oh, I actually said that pretty. Actually, I said that way better than I said Yingling.
The next generation of beer is here with Yingling Flight. Once again, if
Yeah.
Yingling would like to support us, you will find information for that on nonsensical nonsense.
Eddie,
We are definitely would use your product, and we would if you paid us, we would definitely drink your product on the air.
I will.
Thank you
I
very
will.
much.
Any beer sponsor that wants to sponsor us and give me money, I will drink your beer,
I mean,
because
I'm
I am a
sure you'll
Budweiser
even.
drinker. I
I
love
mean,
Budweiser.
Would you drink White Claw? Would you sell
No,
out for White Claw?
no, no,
What if they paid you?
no. I punch
Okay.
them in their vagina.
You, you have standards. Okay.
No,
Jessica
it's got
said
to
I'll
be beer.
hook you up.
Yeah, all right.
Please hook us
White
up.
Claw is nasty. Yeah. No, I will. I will. I will. I will. I will. I will fucking sling beer all day long. Beer, not hard seltzers. Shut up. Come here. I'm gonna
Hard
punch you in your
seltzers.
vagina. Yeah. So apparently, Yingling, they registered the next generation of light beer with the U.S. Patent and Trademark more than a year ago. So yeah, there's that.
That's
It is
exactly
harder to
right,
do.
Jess.
You know, it is harder to do news with you than it is harder to do with Jeff.
I apologize for that. Why?
Well, Mike, I got another story here for you, and I want to take you to mine and Jeff's favorite place,
Oh,
one of our favorite states in the United States of America.
Hawaii?
Bob, no, fire up the
Oh,
plane. We're
oh,
going to Florida. Buckle up, Mike. It's going to be a wild ride because we're going to Florida. Not
ah,
Florida,
damn
but Florida.
turbulence! All right, we made it. Whew.
Jessica's on point. She's ready. She sounds like she's going to cook you dinner and get me some beer. We are ready to rock and roll. Well,
Yeah,
we
but
got
we're
Bob.
not in PA
Bob's
anymore.
an
We're in
expert.
Florida.
Florida
Fuck
man
Bob.
with drugs around his penis denies that
Whoa!
they were his. For those in the back who didn't hear what I just said,
It just drugs
Florida man
magically appear on his penis?
Florida man with drugs around his penis denies that they were his. In
Did he
Clearwater,
fuck a
Florida,
crack
Florida
whore?
authorities. That's a good possibility. On all honesty, that could possibly. I could see that. I could see that happening in Florida. You bang a
He
crack
fucked a
whore,
crackhead, and her vagina was pumped, and
it's
now she's
always
got
Florida now. He was fucking her, and
Wicked
then he's
Numbness
got
is
now.
also
Well,
from Florida, so
see, she understands. She understands. Clearwater, Florida. Florida authorities said they found cocaine and methamphetamine wrapped around. How can I say that word, but I couldn't say the other word that
right.
I forgot. But they found
Methamphetamines. I
wrapped
can't even
around a
say it.
man's penis during a How do you find drugs wrapped around a man's penis during a truck stop, a traffic stop?
That's kind of like there's a lot of questions to this story, like that I feel need answers.
Mm, well, anyways, they found the drugs wrapped around the man's penis during a traffic stop, but the man denied the drugs were his. Pinellas County Sheriff's
They're not
deputies.
mine.
Yeah, let's go, Pinellas. Man, I don't live in Florida, but I know all about Chad Cronister. Apparently, he's a sexy sheriff, and I know about the Grady. What's his nuts in Polk County? Man, I will give Florida that. Man, Florida's got some badass police and chiefs and sheriffs. But Pinellas County Sheriff's
Do they
deputies said
though?
they stopped. Oh yeah, dude, they're awesome. Grady
Wasn't that
Judd.
last
See,
school
wicked
shooting?
note. Wicked note.
What
Dude, go
what?
to YouTube. Go to YouTube and Google Grady Judd, and you will fall in love with Grady Judd. Grady Judd is the fucking man. This
But wasn't the last
motherfucker.
school shooting? What? When the last school shooting was in
We're not
Florida, where
talking
the
about that.
cops didn't want to go into the school and stop it? Wasn't that in Florida?
That wasn't the last one, but it was. It was no, dude. Like I said, YouTube Grady Judd, and you will fall in love with Grady Judd. Grady Judd does these like sex trafficking and prostitution stings and stuff like that.
Nice.
Grady Judd is awesome, and he'll get on the mic in front of all the local camera crews and basically be like, "If you come here to Polk County and you fuck around, I will throw you in jail, and I will beat the brakes off of you, and I'll probably shoot you and kill you, and there's nothing that anybody can say and or do about it." Grady Judd is the fucking man in Polk County. I'm telling
Well, I
you.
feel like that's what a
Great.
lot
Is
of
he?
our police, a
Yeah.
lot of our we need to bring back Wyatt Earp, and Grady Judd
Yeah,
sounds like he's a modern day
he is a
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp. Dude. I'm telling you, YouTube Grady Judd, and you will love watching his interviews and everything like that. Grady Judd is amazing, and apparently Chad Cronister, and I think he's in Pinellas County. Apparently he's a sexy son bitch.
I wouldn't know if it's
I don't
not
know.
Ryan Reynolds. I don't know.
I mean, he might be the Ryan Reynolds of Florida, which not
Oh
a high bar.
no, it's not a high bar.
Our rates are disgusting. We need that in PA. Well, we need that in Ohio too. We have fucking Mike DeWine. But anyways, so Pinellas County Sheriff's deputies said they stopped a vehicle driving without lights at 4 a.m. on Saturday. WFLA TV reports the driver was arrested on charges of DUI and marijuana possession. Authorities said they found a gun under the passenger seat. This is so Florida. While searching the car and discovered the drugs while searching the passenger.
Well, then that's probable
Oh,
cause.
is that
Though. That's
marijuana in your pants, or are you happy to see me?
well, it wasn't marijuana. It was methamphetamines.
It was a little bit of both. Yeah, see, words are hard. Cocaine and methamphetamines, but then they said marijuana. The man said the drugs were not his, but
That's still
didn't say who they
Hold on,
belonged to in
hold
the
on.
report.
Oh no!
Your drugs are rap. Your drugs are. First of all, God bless you, sir. For apparently you're hung like an elephant's trunk, and you can just duct tape drugs to your fucking pecker.
I couldn't
I-
do it.
I
couldn't
could
do it.
barely duct tape aspirin to my
Duct tape.
pecker, let alone.
I
yeah.
couldn't even do duct tape. It was just
Yeah,
like,
I'm
can I
using-
get the 2-inch? Can I get the 2-inch
Yeah.
duct tape? You know, and can we make it the because that's easier to break.
I'm getting scotch
Yeah.
tape and I'm cutting it in half, and I'm barely
the
trying to
Christmas present wrapping.
Yeah. The driver made me do it.
You know
We're
what?
getting
Quick,
pulled over. Shove this around your dick. Hurry. Your dick's bigger than
think-
mine. Tape it.
I think he should definitely be up for running for an award of the best stupid answer or defense from a dumb criminal. I don't know how the drugs got there, but they're not mine, and they're on my penis. I think that should
They
definitely go in. I mean, when you see these lawyer movies, they talk about deny everything.
Deny.
I don't think they were meaning that. I mean, he's definitely taken it to a whole new level there.
Well, like I said, I'm just more.
Jessica Zink said new meme coming soon, and I think that should definitely be a meme.
I'm trying to. I'm kind of I'm kind of jealous and a little bit
Intimidated
envious
at
of the
the
man.
same time.
I'm not intimidated because I don't intimidate very easily, but I'm jealous because
To be able to wrap that much drugs on him. Did he?
sorry, I got distracted again by my fiance. Ooh, she's hot. Anyways,
Look, I need you to stop doing that. We are doing a podcast.
he identifies as a man. Yeah, so
how is the guest co-host, not even official co-host, keeping
Don't worry
the
about it.
host on point? I don't understand that.
that's the great thing about
I
being
shouldn't
me.
have to. I'm afraid that one more violation, I will have to write you up for your performance on this show.
You can't write me up because Jessica said she's going to distract you with food pics. Get him, Jess.
Yes, I need food pics. Oh, not boob pics. Well, food will work too. I don't think I've eaten today.
As we discussed a couple episodes back, I am the host. I am the program director. I am the executive director. I am the editor. I am I am the promotions team. I am also the HR department. So any complaints and whatnot, they come through me.
But not the writers of all the jokes, because those writers have been fired on this episode. The ones
Well,
that,
the problem with the writers of the jokes on this podcast is between here and here, there's no filter. That filter
Yeah.
was permanently damaged, and it was totaled out basically by the insurance company. So again, because all that belongs to the same person that wears all the other hats, it's all the same thing. So I mean, you can fire the writers. But the president of Nonsensical Nonsense
we'll
Broadcasting,
hire him back because you don't
we'll
have
hire them
anybody
back.
else. You don't have anybody else. So
Pretty
it's
much.
like
I have no checks and balances here. I'm like, I'm basically the king. You know, what was it, King Henry VIII? I am married to the whore 10 streets down the road. I chopped her head off because I got bored with her. So I married her
I've never
sister
heard
and I
that
chopped
song.
her head off. Well,
never heard that
watch
song.
Ghost. Just watch Ghost.
Ghost. Yeah, I saw that movie.
Yeah,
I don't remember
Patrick
all of
Swayze,
that
Demi
being
Moore,
talked about. I watched
Yeah,
Ghost.
Whoopi Goldberg before she became a woke psychopath, but she was tolerable.
Yeah, yeah. Moving
I
on.
am a one man band.
We do not need to talk about Whoopi Goldberg anymore.
Hot pretty
She
girl.
hasn't been she has not been cool since Star Trek. So we'll move on.
She's not been relevant since I don't think she hasn't been relevant since that movie she did with Ted Danson, where
Basically Ghost, right? Yeah.
no,
Like Sisterhood, was that the movie where she
oh
was the nun,
Sister
the
Act.
singing nun? Sister Act. Yeah, she
Yeah.
hasn't been interesting since. Or
What
wait a
was that
minute,
movie?
or did the Lion King come out first or after? Because I really thought she was funny as shit as a hyena. I felt like it really fit her personality. I mean, moving on. The Color Purple was a good movie. Yes, I did watch that.
Was Whoopi Goldberg in The Color Purple?
Yeah, her and Oprah.
Oprah. Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. We're not doing low hanging fruit. Low hanging fruit. Click low
Mhm.
hanging fruit.
The only low hanging fruit are my nutsack that hangs to my ankles because I'm old. All right. So, anyways, that is the end of the news. That's all I have
Moving
in
on.
news.
What state are we going to next?
That is all I have in news. The news is over. Actually, it is. Time flies. I told you, Mike.
Yeah,
Time
it's
flies.
commercial time.
It is. Well, we don't do commercials because nobody pays us. We just play music. We're gonna take a real quick break. I'm gonna go re-up on a couple beers and let's see if I can get the right Blacktop Mojo song here without fucking that up again.
I want to thank all you guys for continuing to be through this shit show, and it's definitely been a shit show. And we'll see you in a few minutes.
It's always a shit show. This might be our most highly rated and highly viewed episode ever.
I don't. It's all you,
Which,
but not me.
go pee, Mike.
I do have to
I
pee.
am going to go fry some.
How did you know that
I'm
I
gonna go
have
fry
to
some
pee?
shrimp.
How did you know that? With all the Pepsis. All right.
Because you've drank 37 Pepsis instead of alcoholic beverages.
Well, I don't. Well, the last time I got drunk, I was live with you, and I
Yeah,
actually
so don't
fell
you put that
asleep.
evil on me. Don't you put that evil on me. You
I
put that
actually
evil on me,
fell
Ricky Bobby.
asleep like on my table. When I woke
Yeah, you
up,
got pretty.
there was some unknown substances on the kitchen floor. So
Whoa, what'd you do? Did you piss a Jew? Hey, speaking of news, the last time Mike was live with me, Mike pissed and shit himself. He got so drunk.
no, I did not piss and shit myself, but I think I threw up maybe. But I don't remember that, and I wasn't live when that happened, so that was a good thing. I just remember peeling my face off of the kitchen table.
Nice. It happens. It happens to
Yes,
the best of us
it was a
at
good
the end of
night.
the day. Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're going to take a real quick break, guys. We'll be right back in, I don't know, about 3 minutes or so. When we come back, we got a top 10 list. It's another supervised. And there's nothing supervised on this podcast. It's a
Absolutely not.
supersized top 10. So I'm bringing you, instead of 10, I'm bringing you 25.
Holy shit! Can we handle
Well,
all
Mike, if you,
25 of them?
Mike, if I've handled more. I'm just saying.
You handled more?
Mike, and Mike, if you're up to date on the episodes, you know about the supersized. They're quick. They're
Yes, I
rapid
do.
fire. There's no explanations. We
None.
just put them out there, and then we have
Just
if
put them
it
out
strikes
there.
up a conversation, it strikes up a conversation. But I got
And
a
it
good one
usually
tonight,
does.
so
Alrighty.
it
So,
does.
DJ,
It is so
pump
weird
that
that it is
shit. Let's get to
so
rocking
weird
out.
to have. So again, here's a little bit more Blacktop Mojo off their newest album. If you're
Hell
not
yeah.
already, go check them
Laptop
out. Go give them
Mojo.
some love.
Follow them.
And tell them
Tell them
that
nonsensical
nonsense.
nonsense. Tell them nonsensical nonsense sent you. All right.
We'll be right back. Hopefully, I got the right song. Okay. Nice. Let's go.
Inside on the outside, dead, dumb and tongue-tied. Oh, you're the young man, what's wrong with you now? You're sitting silent, you don't make a sound. Longing for one time, her eyes might be blind. Oh, she looks up in here and smiles so bright. She never saw me as they both went by. Jealousy, it's killing me. I'm drinking poison, hoping not to choke. Across the room, I feel so alone now. Jealousy, why can't she see? Why him not me? Oh, they dance round the room and she holds them close. If I think it loud enough, do you think she'll know? Jealousy, it's killing me. I'm drinking poison, hoping not to choke. Across the room, I feel so alone now. Jealousy, jealousy. Jealousy, it's killing me. I'm drinking poison, hoping not to choke. Across the room, I feel so alone now. Jealousy, jealousy.
Yeah, hell yeah. Welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense, guys. Calm down, YouTube. As always,
Hey.
I'm Glick. Hey, how you doing? Hanging out with our special co-host, special guest, special co-host of the night. The one and only. What in the actual fuck are you doing right now? Facebook.
That is not my name.
That is not his name. The one and only. I feel like I'm the only person who calls him this. I will be the only person that calls him this for as long as we are friends. But he is the big dog. My guy. My brother. Mike. I will never, ever call you by your TikTok name or your Haps name because it makes me feel dirty.
I'm actually thinking about maybe changing it. I don't know. So
I
we'll
told
see
you to
how
change
that
it
goes.
so long ago.
I
But-
changed it. I changed it
I
in
know
the
you did.
past, and I changed it back. You know.
But
I,
the comments do lag a little bit, ladies. Just be patient. But you know, no, I do. I appreciate you coming on here tonight, especially short as shit notice. It's been fun. It's been cool hanging out with you, man. It's been
yeah,
awesome.
it's been really cool hanging out with you. You know, like I said before, I consider it an honor, and I appreciate it. You know,
So
it's been a lot of fun.
well, I'm sure we'll have the
Something to take off
opportunity
the-
to take
Something
off
to
the.
definitely take off the bucket list. You know.
Come on, you've done lives with me before. Stop it. Stop it.
This isn't a live. This is not a live, sir. This is a podcast. This is a little different.
This is as much as I love Jeff, this is one of the things that really irks me because this has been anybody and like nobody's coming around. I'm kind of surprised. It is Christmas, so I'll give them that.
Yeah, it's the
But none of my
holidays.
regulars are here. Like one of my buddies, Mark, he's been following me since the beginning of Periscope when I first started on Periscope. So a lot of
Mark's the
people
one
who've
in
known
England,
me,
right?
yeah, a lot of people who've known me for a long time, they know that this has been a dream of mine to start my
Well,
own
it's
podcast, to have a podcast, and to make it successful. And I work very hard. I'll give you guys a little behind the scenes. Like I work a full time job, but I usually
I've
typically
s-
spend.
I've seen your Snap stories. Like, do we really want to use the word work a full time job, or just have a full time job?
I said I work. I did not work hard,
Okay, because
as we clarified.
you literally sent me a Snap. I think it was Thursday that said that you just
Let's
woke up
not put
from a
that out
nap.
there. Thursday night, I had to go in and work second shift
Well, you
because
know
they were
what,
short.
maintenance
And
guys. I worked. I was my last job. I was a maintenance man, and they're literally firefighters.
thank you, Tina.
Um,
No, my boss told me. My boss literally told me when he told me that I was basically being voluntold I had to work Thursday, which was not a bad thing because I got my holiday pay on top of the 8 hours that
your
I
regular
worked
pay, so that's
was
what like
time and a
working double
half.
time and a half.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so he was like basically you're just a body. He was like it's gonna be easy. You don't have anything to really do. So I was
You're
like,
there in
yeah, I'm
case
not.
something bad
Yeah,
happens, and
yeah,
that's
exactly.
really the life. Some days you'll go into work and you might not clock out for 16 hours or more,
Yeah,
and some
and
days
the worst thing that happened
you got
Thursday
shit to
night
do.
was, yeah, the worst thing that happened Saturday night was we had a leak at a sink in a building that we didn't have access to. That we got lucky that we were able to get into, and we got lucky that the fact that there was a technician working in the lab that because we couldn't get back into the lab area. And he just happened to be there and heard us knock on the doors, and he came out and he was like, what are you guys doing? We're like, hey, we're maintenance, and there's a sink leak. He was like, oh yeah, it's in my lab. So I went and tightened everything up, and the leak was done. Yeah. At the end of the day, that was the biggest emergency we had. So I mean, it
Your
was cool.
vice grip hands of yours
Yeah, I just put my
done.
bear paws on it.
Bear paws.
Yeah,
Is this tight enough? Is this good
yeah.
enough for you?
There's no more water coming out.
No more leakage. The water is all dried up.
Yeah, exactly. I made it like a woman with Mike. It's dry.
I spit on it.
Yeah, I do too.
I spit on it. You know.
Yeah, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
no. So
That's why I keep hydrated.
exactly. I keep hydrated with lots of beer.
You never know when you're gonna need spit. That's what I always say. Exactly.
I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about at this point. But
Well,
yeah.
we
So
were in a new segment, Glick.
well,
We're in a new
news is done.
segment.
News is done. News is over. We came back from break. So welcome back to the
We're
show.
gonna
Welcome back
do
to
our
Nonsensical
big
Nonsense.
list, our big
I was
10 list, but it's a
I was giving you a
supersized
shout out.
list.
Yeah, I was giving you.
Yeah,
I
you're
was
giving me a
I was
shout
giving you a
out.
shout
Thank
out.
you.
I was welcoming everybody back. If you guys aren't
Yes.
already, go ahead and check out Nonsensical Nonsense on all social media. Not only our social media, but where you can follow us live, or where you can catch every live show, and where you can get every episode of the podcast is all at Nonsensical Nonsense. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, here on Haps, Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere and everywhere you get your little podcasts and fixins from. And if you want to email us for whatever reason, nice. You can email us at nonsensicalnonsensepodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do lives twice weekly on Wednesday night and on Saturday night. Same bat
We.
time, same bat channel.
Ooh,
And the
Mike
wonderful
is.
thing about if you follow Glick on Spotify, when you hit that boop follow button, it shows up there on your library list of all
Yeah.
with all your other playlists and all that stuff. So, and then if you watch or listen to the program as much as I do, he's up there in the front with all the other most viewed playlists that you play. So,
Thank you, sir.
very
Thank you,
few
sir. Thank you.
commercials.
Take it.
Not like YouTube that likes to give you a commercial every 3 minutes.
We
I
are
think
we are not
I
monetized yet.
so. But once again, the wonderful thing about Spotify is if you can't make it to the live showing of the podcast, all shows are uploaded to watch at your convenience via streaming because I cannot always make all the lives either.
This
So
guy.
there is no minute to wait. There is no worry, no hassle. Glick makes it easy for you. Listen at your time, your pace, and your speed. Follow and watch.
Where have
It
you been
is the
all my life?
Glicksters.
Look at
I
you.
know.
It is not. It is not. It is not. I appreciate all that. I'm just. My head's going to be too big to fit through my doorway to get into my bedroom tonight. It's not the Glickster. It is nonsensical nonsense. Well, Jessica, just so you know, you go to bed at 8 o'clock on Wednesday nights. We go live at Wednesdays at 6 o'clock because I too try to go to bed early on Wednesdays because I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So Mike is in here. He was like, Mike is ready to take over. Jeff, I hope you hear this episode. I hope you're listening to this, and I hope you understand that there is a man in the wings that is ready, willing, and able, and is actually going to take a load off of my back. I can unload this backpack that is on my back, and I don't have to stress so hard because, as I said, this podcast, and as I said, as much as it is a dream of mine, and I'm not bitching in any way, shape, or form, I, outside of my normal job, I spend a lot of time on this podcast with the prep, the editing, the posting, the promotion, the social media. Now we don't post as nearly as much as I want to, but I've kind of locked in on Twitter because Twitter is the best place as far as promotion, and it's free, and people follow you. And I've gotten into a podcast community that is amazing. And shout out to Twitter for you guys. I've seen your retweets and stuff tonight. I see you guys listening. I see you guys watching. Thank you guys. And I'm going to say this now, and I need to say it earlier in the podcast, but a special shout out to Ian because each and every week there's a gentleman on Twitter, Ian in Scotland, who throws us in there as the best podcast that he listens to every week, and he shouts us out. So I need to make sure I shout him out at the beginning of the show with his actual Twitter name. But his name's Ian. I shouted him out a couple weeks ago, or a week or so back. You know, I want to say but we could not do this at Nonsensical Nonsense without you guys. I'm flabbergasted. I'm blown away at the fact that, as I said earlier, the last like 5 episodes alone have gotten like 70 or 80 listens, which blew my mind that people are actually listening to this podcast. And they don't give you a listen just because somebody listened for a minute of the show. They only give you a listen when somebody listens all the way through. So
It's
it
not
blows
even
my
half
mind.
the way. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
even
all the
halfway.
way
You
through.
have to listen to the entire 3 hours. But yeah, that's the beautiful thing about podcasts. You know, you put your earbuds in, you go wash the dishes, bathe the kids, tell the kids, to do their homework and cook dinner. I work while I listen to the podcast and you just let the stuff play and
Yeah.
it is the power of 10. If you can share a podcast to 10 people, they share it to 10 people, now they got 20, and that's how
Well,
you
you
grow a
said
network, and it is a brand, and it will
you,
shoot off.
you
And
say 10.
because
I say you tell one person, and one person that likes it, and they tell another person. But I do put a lot of hard work into this. I don't talk about it too often. But I do put behind the scenes. I do put a lot of work behind the scenes. There are certain aspects I need to get better at, and I'm working on it. But I enjoy it. I have fun. I look forward to doing this show. Like I said, we do it twice a week. One day, if we start making money off of it, that's awesome. Um, but at the end of the day, this is my outlet. This is my release. This is where I can come and I can put all the crap behind me: work, kids, politics, COVID, whatever it is, all the bullshit. I can put it behind me for 3 hours twice a week, and I can come on here and I can have fun. You guys can come in and hang out with us. You guys can listen to us. I've started trying to make our for those who listen on Spotify and whatnot. We put questions in there. We put polls. I put polls in there. I put questions in there, so you can still interact. I'm trying to think of new ideas that we can do on the show that allows you guys to be interactive on social media and stuff like that. So this is my baby. This has become my baby, and it's something that I enjoy. So I hope you guys, as bad as some of the shows sound and whatnot, hope you guys can see that and hear that this is my baby.
Well, well, Jessica. First of all, I do not have Twitter. Maybe I should get it, but if I get it, it would only be to follow
That is a lot of hard work,
nonsense.
Jess.
Um, but Jessica's asked if I do a segment called "Rumor Has It." Now, it is not my show, and that would be up to Glickster if he would want me to do a bit called
Every
"Rumor
time you
Has
every
It."
time you call me the Glickster, I feel like I should start striking Hulk poses and be like, "Oh yeah, brother."
Well, yeah, brother. Let me tell you, we're gonna get in this ring and we're gonna beat down like you ain't never had it, brother.
I mean, we have talked about a buddy of mine asked about doing the top 10. I told him that if he wanted to, he could totally do it, but he had to, he'd come on, much like we did with Pops. He'd come on, do your segment, and get the fuck out. Not
Right.
necessarily that harsh. But I mean, absolutely. Pitch the rumor has it. What is the rumor has it? You don't have to do it here right now, but absolutely. I mean, we can make time in the show where we can bring you on for a couple minutes and do a rumor has it. You know. Oh
All
yes,
right.
the Macho Man Randy Glick. I'm telling you, snap into a Slim Jim, brother. Oh yeah.
You slap into a Simpson. That's thinking with your dipstick, brother.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I'm constantly dude. I have notes on my phone. I've got a whole. I've got so
Well,
many
what might be
ideas that I.
easier? What might be easier? So this is, and maybe we should have discussed this while actually on the podcast. But what might be
Jeff and I
easier
brainstorm a lot out here.
for the people that you would want to just do a segment, but you don't
Yeah,
necessarily want for the whole thing. You have them pre-record it, and then
you know
you
how much
just
more
hold
work
on
that
to it,
creates
and
for
when
me.
you're ready to put it on, you just like you do with the music. When you're ready to put it on, then you just do it. It doesn't have they don't have to have their face. Just
You know
do
how
an
much.
audio.
You know how much more work that creates for me.
I can't make it 100% easy for you.
Well, no, it would be like we do 2 shows a week, so it could be like a once a week segment. Anyways, we can brainstorm. Like I said, as it stands right now, I've got to have a conversation with Jeffrey, and there are things there might. That's the great thing about nonsensical nonsense is that we're still trying to find our way, our niche,
Niche. It's
our
called niche.
yeah,
I,
our
I
spot.
realize that
So
I realize that English is your second language because your first language was Glickish.
it's
So
caveman. Yeah, Glickish, caveman, whatever.
yeah, whatever
Yeah.
the
But like I
more
said,
the
as
more
of right now,
modern
we're still
term.
there. Yeah, as of right now, we're still the early stages. It's we're finding our footing. We try things out all the time. So, uh, but that's enough behind the scenes for you guys tonight because Michael,
Yes, sir.
Michael. Michael.
Yes,
What is
sir.
that one? Oh, I gotta find it. Oh God, where's it at? Where's this? Nope, that's not him. That's the other podcast host. He drives me crazy. I love that dude to death, but he makes my brain hurt.
Well,
There he is.
I'm sure I do the same thing, so it's okay. And for the
Just waking
record,
up with him.
I am not trying to take Jeff's job. So I'm not trying to take
Further-
Jeff's job, but when Jeff can't be there, I'm more than happy to fill in for him.
For the record.
For the record.
No, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. Hey, there's a filter. Hey, my filter's back.
Oh, yes, we have done it. We have achieved filterism. For
Anyways, yeah, it is. I do have. Oh, shit, you know what you let me forget? I was going to do one of the Blacktop Mojo's cover songs for you in the last break. Anyways, we'll do it in the after show.
Right?
In the after show shenanigans, I'll play a little something for you.
Absolutely. That sounds amazing.
But for right now, we're going to roll into a supersized edition of the top 10. And I got the intro.
Hold
It's
on, hold
my
on.
top 10 because it's my show and I do everything and I have a microphone. So here's my fucking top 10, you stupid pricks. I'm such a narcissistic prick.
Yes! It is the supersized top 10!
It's a glitch. You can do a
It's
weather
a glitch.
state. 99 weather state. 99% chance in Pennsylvania it's fucking snowing. Back to you, Glick. Well, in the top 10, the supersized top 10 that I have for you guys tonight is a top 10 best random sentences. Now, this is a supersized top 10, so I'm not giving you 10. I'm giving you 25.
All right, hold on.
Actually,
I got you my stretches. You got to do stretches.
Actually, I'm gonna give you 24 because half of the words in the number 25 I can't pronounce.
All right.
So
hit him.
in the
Hit him.
number 24 in the most random ass sentences is "Hey" or "Hi," that duck over there.
Alrighty then.
Just random ass sentences that you can say at any given moment in time. I
Perfect.
like number 23. I like bologna sandwiches.
I do like bologna sandwiches.
I don't like bologna. It's disgusting.
Have you ever
Even though
fried
it's the same-
bologna?
Yeah.
You ever fried bologna? Like fried
Yes,
bologna
yes.
sandwiches and then put like some mustard on it with some cheese?
Have you not heard me and have you not seen me and heard my voice? Yes, my country ass is eating fried bologna sandwiches. I don't know why I don't like bologna because it's basically the same exact ingredients that are in our hot dogs.
It's hot
And I'll
dogs?
eat the shit out of hot dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right? You just don't like you. I understand that you like meat that's in penis form. It's okay. All right.
Don't judge me.
23.
I feel like I feel like you're just. I feel like you're judging. I didn't bring you out here to judge me. Oh,
No, I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you.
Spam. Number 22. I said don't enter the rabbit hole. Now you have the salad.
Damn. That's what every girl I've ever been with has told me. Fuck. Always follows. Shit. I'm
Don't
so
enter the rabbit
embarrassed.
hole. Now you have a
Don't enter
salad,
the
you
rabbit
fat fuck. Number 21. Speaking of girls in rabbit holes, Summer likes when I enter her rabbit hole. I'm just saying.
All right. Thank you for that. Moving on.
Go ahead. There's a picture for you.
Yeah. You sing. Is it in there, baby? Do you like it?
Can you feel it?
Can you feel what the glick is giving you?
Number 21. The sparkly lamp ate a pillow and then punched Larry.
That feels like it should be in a story.
Probably should be. Feel bad for Larry.
I do.
How high are you that you get
Everybody,
punched by a
let's
lamp?
take a few seconds for Larry. and go, oh.
A moment of silence for Larry. He was so high he got punched by a lamp. Number 20.
All right, moving on.
I mean, tree. That's I mean,
Wow.
tree.
Wow.
Precisely. Number 19.
Yeah.
The China. What the fuck? The China connects the Furby and the toilet.
You know what? I feel like that's an accurate statement.
I feel like most of these sentences come from people who partake in the marijuana.
Well, the thing is, have you seen what these new toilets can do? I mean, the three buttons that are on the, if you're a guy, you don't want to hit the middle button because that's a tampon remover. But they'll sprinkle your ass, they'll powder it for you, it's like all kinds of good stuff. So I feel like, and then why not Bluetooth it to a furry where the furry can, give positive statements while you're doing your business, and who doesn't want to go, you're my friend while you're taking a dump? Who doesn't need that in their life?
Precisely.
And that's all done because of China.
Furry or Furby?
I don't know, but it sounds like that needs.
I like what Jessica's thinking. She said new merch, Glick's face on a T-shirt with the words "tree,
Tree.
tree."
That was number 25, but we're not going to lay on that one long. All right, back to the list. Where are we?
No, number 25 I could not pronounce. Number 18. What do you think about the magical yellow unicorn who dances on the rainbow with a spoonful of blue cheese dressing?
Only if
I don't like blue cheese dressing.
Deadpool is writing it.
Yeah, but I don't like blue cheese dressing.
I don't really like blue cheese dressing either.
Well, number 17.
That's one of the things. My daughter Catherine likes blue cheese dressing. That's another part. I feel like if it's just disgusting, she likes it because she likes eating like squid testicles, or I don't know. She likes eating like squid things. And
daughter is weird.
Sushi.
So basically, Jessica, you want a shirt with this goofy ass face on it, holding a beer. Hold on, we gotta get the label out there. Actually, we're not going to put the label out there unless the beer company is paying us. So you want this?
Damn right. Think with your brain.
You want the treat.
Yes.
Treat.
Let's make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
I would buy that shirt.
Jesus, I was thinking LSD. Moved on from Mary Jane to LSD. Well, the shit don't get any better from here with number 17.
All
the
right.
cheese grater shaved my butt skin off.
Whoa.
Wow.
That would hurt. You know what I can't stand is washing a cheese grater. Because it always rips up my sponges.
That's why I don't own a.
It is.
Yeah, I don't own a cheese grater.
Yeah, do it with a toothbrush. And
Jessica, well, you work up a design, and I have somebody who makes shirts, and we will make that shirt happen. Jessica said she will buy and promote that shirt. We don't.
Can I have a shirt with me on it that says pineapple?
We don't have safe words at Nonsensical Nonsense. We don't believe in them.
No, there's no safe words.
Safe words are for Biden vote. I mean, I digress. Number 16 is, look, destruction.
I love that sentence.
Right.
I am going to adopt that sentence. That's going to be like my Monday morning post picture on Snapchat. Look,
I feel
who gives a fuck about good morning?
Yeah.
It's just going to be, look, and it's me, destruction.
In all honesty, the Snapchat messages that I get from you, I would much rather prefer the look distractions over the good morning.
I don't give you that. I do not give you that.
It's so weird. I don't know how to respond.
I mean, I usually don't have a shirt on, But
Yeah, I don't know how to respond. When at 6 o'clock in the morning, when I get a Snapchat from you and you're shirtless, making a kissy face, and you tell me good morning, I don't know how to respond to that.
smolder.
You're
Is that why it
smoldering.
takes 6 hours for you to send me a message
Yes.
back?
Yeah, because I'm
You have to
confused.
drink a pot of coffee before you're
Yeah.
like,
I'm
fuck it, let's do
confused.
this.
I'm confused. I have an awkward boner, and I just don't know how to. I reevaluate my life decisions, and I go through and I double check my friends, and I'm like, why am I friends with these people? Should I not be friends with these people? What am I doing with my life? Should I gone to college when I got out of high school? Maybe I should have
Yes.
worn a condom that one time. Why does my penis burn when I pee? I'm doing all this stuff when you send me that Snapchat every morning.
Blue steel.
Yeah.
That's the picture.
That's my. See? Now I have to pee when I'm sitting
Jessica's
down.
like, great, now I have to pee sitting down. Damn it.
Exactly. Every time, Jessica.
I have to do that too sometimes because my bathroom isn't big enough. I got just this little bathroom,
Tell
and
me
like
about your bathroom. I'm gonna go fried
the
chicken.
one time I was drunk, I actually had to open the door, pee from like right here to reach inside the toilet. It was actually that was like some Hawkeye shit. Actually, that was some definite Hawkeye shit because there was some definite like bending around the wall. It was crazy. Now I have to pee sitting down. Um, all right, and Glick just left me, and that subject wasn't supposed to hit the go gadget piss, right? Go penis.
You see how I roll?
Uh,
I told you. I was gonna go fry some chicken. Anyways, I look forward.
right.
I look forward to the Snapchats that are look distraction.
Yes, I will definitely do that from now on. Jess is like sold. Yes.
Put that on a goddamn t-shirt.
Yeah.
Tree.
Go. Just tree.
we do tree on the front and on the back. Look, distraction. We're like Batman and Robin.
Right. Holy rusty metal, Batman.
I will. I don't. That's going to be my response to Mike's distract. Every time Mike Snapchats me in the morning and says, "Look, distraction," I'm going to go tree. From now
It's
on.
never gonna end. It's never gonna end. That will go on forever. But
Good
Jessica,
morning,
I'm gonna
tree.
yeah.
I don't even know what my Snapchat is.
It's the Glick show. Oh
Is
shit!
it?
I
I
just
don't
gave
know.
up. It,
Oh
if you
fuck.
send him any penis pictures, he will save that account. But if you send him boobies, you're blocked. I'm just letting you know.
You can't do what I did to Jeff. I did that to Jeff when Jeff got on Snapchat. By the way, if you listen to this and you like to send penis pics on Snapchat, feel free to add KTKM Productions on Snapchat and send all your penis pics to KTKM Productions. He loves them. Loves
He
them.
loves them.
He especially loves when you say, "Good morning, penis."
Penis.
I don't know if you've had your cup of coffee yet, but penis.
Nothing wakes you up in the morning than a cup of Joe and a penis in your face.
Right? Oh, Mike showed his penis. Oh, you're showing your wiener. Oh, you nasty. I'm glad I never
It's
got
only
that
3
Snapchat.
inches long, but it gets the
Lord.
job done sometimes.
Goddamn, why don't you just brag a little bit more? Mr. 30 inches, goddamn jackhammer over here. I have 3 inches.
That's the bad part. You can't. I did some research on that shit. You, you, a woman could go off and get a boob job, as big as they want. Doesn't matter. a man gets a penis job, you have a 50% chance of that shit fucking working afterwards. So
I
we're
don't know
pretty
why you
much
did
just
it.
stuck with whatever God gave us. Because who wants to get the
Huh?
penis enlargement with a 50-50 shot? They,
As
I got a 9-inch dick now, but it don't work. I got that penis
now we
enlargement surgery.
now we know how he gets on the show. Trust me, he didn't get all the good Lord. Well,
Well, I mean, I got tired of
as
3. Some research, dag nabbit.
yeah, as Liam Neeson said in Taken, I have a particular set of skills.
That's why I eat pussy. Those are my skills. I gotta make it.
Well,
I have to give it.
now she just put our secret out there for the whole world to know.
Love you too.
Editing, editing,
Yeah, editing. Let's edit that out.
Anyways, number 15.
Number 15.
Metallica ate a hairy gorilla with purple nipples and then swapped a red tree with fire breathing goat last Tuesday at breakfast.
You know what? I could see that happening. I mean, all the drugs that Metallica has done.
I don't fucking like Metallica. Metallica's a shitty band.
Yeah, my ex-wife likes Metallica, so I hate them.
Yeah, she needs to be punched in her uterus. Never mind. My filter's broken again. I don't like Metallica. I've never liked Metallica because I'm a Megadeth fan.
Yeah.
And I think Metallica is a bunch of sellout posers, and Megadeth is.
They only did that one song that I liked, and I think it's called Unforgiven, and then the rest of it's just garbage.
I do like Unforgiven. I mean, Metallica has done a couple songs that I liked, but they're just fucking.
They're a
sellout
cookie cutter
posers.
band. They're that's what they are. They're a cookie cutter band. They look like an 80s rock band that everybody else did, so they like a recycled rock band.
Well,
Trying
yeah,
to be relevant now, and they half suck, and then they don't write their own songs, and
Well, not only
everything
that,
they do
they
is
were
like generic. They're like the great value of rock and roll.
they were cookie cutter back then, and then when times changed, they changed and like changed their style and everything like that. Where, like I said, I'm a Megadeth fan, and Megadeth has been Megadeth since Megadeth started. I mean, there's nothing better than when you hear Megadeth and you like their music, and then when you see their lead singer, who is looks like an Irish Catholic through and through, and it's like, holy shit, Dave Mustaine looks like that, and he sings like this. What the fuck is going on? Red hair, long as can be, fucking rocking his ass off, man.
Yeah.
Moving
The lead
on,
singer
Tree.
from Metallica looks like he could put on a suit as soon as the show's over with.
Lead singer of Metallica looks like he get his ass kicked by Glick. I mean, number 14 on the list is My Nose is a Communist.
Okay. That
You
must
just
come from
leave-
China.
You just leave that alone.
Yeah,
Number 13.
we'll leave
Yeah, no, we'll just leave that as it is. Number 13, there's a purple mushroom in my backyard screaming tacos.
All right.
I wish I had a purple mushroom in my I wish I had a backyard. The only thing better than a purple mushroom in my backyard screaming tacos is if that said purple mushroom would bring me tacos, and purple mushroom and I could eat mushrooms together. Or tacos, not mushrooms. Freudian slip. Sorry. Freudian slip. Freudian slip. Freudian slip. I want to eat tacos with the purple mushroom.
Okay.
I don't want to eat
move on
mushrooms
now?
with the purple taco.
Okay, can we move
Just
on
saying.
from that now?
I'm just saying.
All
I'm
right.
just saying, Mike.
All right.
Mike, how cool would
Look,
that
after
be?
the show, we'll get purple mushrooms, okay? Well, let's just, for the love of God, move on.
I've never just purple tacos.
Okay.
Just
All right.
for the listening audience, I've never had mushroom.
Look, if the taco
Allegedly.
is purple, you don't eat it. That's the rules of life. You
That's the
don't
best
eat
kind of
purple
taco.
or blue tacos. If
Don't
it
eat a
doesn't
blue
look
waffle.
normal.
Do not eat a
Oh,
blue waffle. Eat a purple taco.
Why did you bring up that word? Why?
Eat a purple taco.
Why?
The only reason a taco is purple. The only reason a taco is purple. The only reason a taco is purple is because it's been beat up properly, and you should definitely eat it because
And
at
you
the end of
don't
the day,
want
if
to be
you
behind that because you know you didn't do it, so you don't want
oh
to
my
do it.
Lanta,
You
I,
know if the taco was purple, it wasn't because of you. It was because of Big John down the street. So you don't
maybe it
eat it.
was. Maybe it was. I got 300 pounds behind a 6'2" frame. I could have made a
You
taco
don't
purple.
have enough torque for a purple taco. You know this. You don't have the stamina for that.
I
You drink
digress,
beer.
sir. I
You
digress,
drink
sir.
beer. You're done in 5
Objection.
seconds.
Objection. You can't handle the truth. Number 12. Don't touch my crayons. My crowns. They smell like
Oh,
glue.
that's a rule of life. You don't touch the crayons. And if you ask my kids, that's like a death sentence. Like I have seen physical fights from touching their crayons. Seen it, witnessed it.
Yeah.
Still got the bill from the hospital.
There's a long black train
Coming down the line. All right. Now I've officially ruined this show because I have sung in your podcast. Moving on, number 11.
Well, that's not necessarily true because I not only in the episode in our first.
Get it out, Glick. Get it out.
Oh no, it wasn't. Our first guest ever was Rocky Lee. You know who Rocky is. You know Rocky.
Yes.
He was
Not
our first
to be
ever guest.
confused with Stallone.
Not to be confused with Rock Lee of EDM Combat, who does the intro music to this podcast. If you don't know who he is, go on TikTok and search EDM Combat, and you'll find him. He's amazing. Rocky was our first ever guest on the show. So, me having Rocky on here, and I put him on the spot, I made him sing. Well, because I made him sing, he tried to put Jeff and I on the spot. Well, then I jumped on Rocky's bandwagon, and we got Jeff to sing on the podcast.
Oh.
I have never sang on the podcast, and Jeff is so butthurt about it because we got him to sing. But and Rocky sang, and he sang John Legend. Oh my God! Anyways, number 11, Rocky is. I love Rocky. That's my dude. I love that guy to death. And this motherfucker is so talented. Christmas carols. Sing a Christmas carol, Michael. Let me finish this top 10. Let me finish this top 10, and we'll see if we can get Michael to sing a Christmas carol. Come all ye fair. Whatever. I don't fucking sing.
You just sang on the podcast.
Grandma got run over by her reindeer. Number 11. Screw
Christmas Eve.
Screw world peace. I want a pony, Michael. I'm just saying.
Was that said on a beauty pageant?
No, the actual sentence was "Screw world peace. I want a pony." I just added the Michael part because I want a pony, Mike. Mike, can I have a pony? Will you give me a pony?
Sure. I'll have to.
All right, y'all heard it here. He's going to get me a pony. Mike's going to get me a pony.
I mean, I'm sure I can find a stuffed animal somewhere for
Whatever. I don't care. Just give me a pony, Michael. I'm going to name my stuffed animal.
Like,
I'm going to name.
I want a pony, Michael. Great. Ponies for everyone.
Oh, she said you'll be a pony. Oh, you nasty. Ooh. Calm down. This isn't the time nor the place for that.
That's in the after party, Jess.
I don't have a straw. I don't have a straw. I'm going to throw a box of straws at her. Here's your straws, you thirsty bitch.
Make sure it's paper straws, not plastic. We don't want to hurt any turtles.
I'm saving the sea turtles. Well, Michael, believe it or not, we finally made it into the top 10. And in this top 10,
45 minutes. Let's go.
Well, this is the nonsensical nonsense where Glick was drunk before he started the show. It is.
Yep.
Hey, how's it going, guys? You look really lonely. Don't worry. Here, my friends.
This is
Look, we're hanging out. It's Christmas. I
you know
have
the
no friends
show
or family,
where Glick has
but I have
forgotten
you. Anyways, so
what
I was talking to my
has
beef
any.
lattes. Number
Oh,
10 in the top 10
oh, no.
list. We finally made it to the top 10.
All
Thank you for
right.
noticing. Thank you for noticing this list. Your noticing has been noticed, Michael. Tree!
Tree
Look, distraction!
distraction.
Number 9. Cloth
Number
is
9.
yum. Cloth is yum like paper. I wait, what? Can I read
That
that
was said
again?
by a Yale student. That was
Cloth
said by
is cloth is yum like
is
paper.
yum. I bet you he eats Tide Pods too.
I live on the second story and I'm gonna throw myself out the window. It's been great doing this show with you, Mike. Bye.
Wicked Numbness said my brain twitched. Jessica
I
has
have
said I have a migraine.
I feel
Brain
like
is
that
actually
sentence gave me Forrest Whitaker
this
eye.
one.
Yeah, right.
All right,
I
number
told
8.
I told Jeff that the other night and he lost his mind. I'm like, I don't know what we were arguing about, but I was like, dude, you gave me Forrest Whitaker eye. Number 8.
Number 8.
We can only go up from number 9. I really hope we can only go up from number 9, folks. Banana error.
Banana error.
I feel like we're on a downhill slope from here on.
Where's Bob? We need to get off the plane and go to the shores.
Bob, bring us nonsensical nonsense number 3. We're going to space because I want to leave this fucking ride.
Oh.
Number 7. If your canoe is stuck in a tree with the headlights on, how many pancakes does it take to get to the moon? We're just going to leave that where it lies. Number 6. Every day a grape licks a friendly cow.
Wait a minute. Number 5 again. Every day licks a friendly cow.
I didn't make this list. I just found this
That's.
list.
I mean, I can
That was number.
guarantee it. He's
That was
divorced
number
because
6.
you don't call your wife a cow. I mean, jeez.
Do you consider yourself a grape? I mean, I have been referred to as grape ape, which then they turned into vape ape back in the day on my Periscope because my Periscope used to be vape and chill, and they were like, "Glick looks like grape ape" because I was wearing a purple shirt, and they're like, "Oh, he's vape ape," and has been since immortalized in a meme. Why did I tell that story?
I don't know why you did. I'm kind of confused by that as well.
Do you know who
What
Grape Ape
number
is?
we are? Are we on number 7?
No, we're on number 5. Do you know who Grape Ape is?
No.
It was Grape Ape. Looney Tunes, whatever. The Great Race. You remember the Great Race back in the day? And you had
I
like
think so.
Captain Caveman and all kung fu-y.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds more familiar than the story that
The
you
fuck has
said
got to run to
earlier.
the Neo Fuse? You got to go talk to fucking Keanu Reeves in the Matrix?
Hey,
Not
you know
too far
what?
from
That
Florida.
man is. That movie
Oh,
was expected better. All right.
did you watch the newest one?
Yeah, on HBO Max. I'm
Was it
so
super
glad that I
woke?
didn't.
Was it super woke? I heard it was because you know that the brothers who created the Matrix and directed it and produced it and all that,
Yeah.
they're now sisters. They're now sisters. Like they both transitioned.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I heard that the new Matrix was super woke.
I wouldn't say it was super woke. There was some aspects that I didn't understand. I do
Well,
know
yeah.
that I don't know if I want to tell too much of the movie.
Don't tell too much. Hey, Mike, can I ask you a question
Sure.
for number 5?
Okay.
Did you know that llamas eat sexy paper clips?
Whoa. That's so much better than regular normal paper clips. Because me personally, if I'm going to eat a paper clip, the bitch better be sexy.
What?
No normal paper clips for me.
Ain't nobody got time for normal paper clips. Number 4.
Exactly.
On a scale from 1 to 10, what is your favorite color of the alphabet, Michael?
Favorite color of the alphabet? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Did that come out of the SAT for schools now?
Okay, first of all, look at me and listen to my voice. Do you ever think I took the SAT? Do you even think I know what an SAT is?
Yeah. Someone probably told you to take an SAT and you said, I'm satting now. Why do I need a sat later?
This is a very accurate. This is a very accurate statement. You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
I might not want to sat later. I'll sat now.
I'm satting now, you silly son of a bitch. Leave me the fuck alone. God damn. Jessica failed. Number 3. A demonic Starbucks napkin stole my goldfish crackers. Oh.
You know what, though? That happens.
Listen here, you goddamn demonic Starbucks napkin. I swear to Christ, I will call Sam and Dean right now. Keep playing with me. Keep playing with me, demonic napkin.
But I feel like all Starbucks are satanic in nature. So...
Hey, Mike, you want to hear a really sexy sound? You want to hear the most... not the most, but one of the most sexiest sounds in the world?
Hold on. Let me get ready for it. Hold on.
Leave your shirt on, you son of a bitch.
I'm leaving my shirt on. I'm ready. Give me that most sexy sound. Oh, shit. I can't stand up straight.
Oh, God. Clean your mess up, you dirty whore.
I can't stand up. Can't stand up straight. Hold on. I got paper towels right here. Hold on.
Here's a towel, you filthy whore. Jessica said, what was that again? A demonic Starbucks napkin stole my goldfish crackers. Was number 3.
Yes. I like Jessica's answer. She says my answer is green. But Jessica, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put green?
Green is not a letter of the alphabet. You're both wrong. You didn't understand the question. You didn't understand the assignment. So you got to make the TikTok saying, I didn't understand the assignment.
He didn't understand the assignment.
Green 14, that's numbers.
Of course.
Alphabet is letters, Jessica. Good Lord.
Grand 14. Grand 14.
Okay, I'm done. You're done. You're canceled. I canceled. Jessica's canceled.
Canceled. I love that.
Cancel
guy.
culture. Cancel
I love
culture.
That guy. That guy on TikTok is so funny. Canceled.
Don't yell.
Don't yell at me. I'm sorry. We're not yet.
Hey, Jessica. Yelling. Look, distraction. Tree. Number 2. Jesus Christ. Number 2. I stepped on a cornflake. Michael, now I'm a serial killer.
Oh, fuck.
Cornflakes are a thing. Jessica's like, cornflakes are a thing, God damn it. Cornflake lives matter.
That made my head hurt. My head is hurting. Oh my God. Oh.
CLM. Cornflake lives matter.
Wow. Oh man. There's lights, bright lights in my forehead. Where are
Don't go towards the light, Michael. Don't go towards the light.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Oh, wow.
but not cereal. The cornflakes fall at your grandfather's feet. What weird deliverance world do you live in, Jessica?
Blink, blink. All right. Wow, that one threw me for a loop. Holy shit!
Look, distraction.
Tree.
Holy mistletoes, Batman. Look, distraction. Tree.
Someone says mistletoe, I am pucker.
Somebody says good morning, you fucking pucker. Snapchat. Good morning. I just want to. So many times I want to
Jessica's
respond
like,
back
don't
to
ask questions. Mistletoe.
So many times I want to respond back on Snapchat. Mike, I don't know how to respond to this. Why are you giving me duck lips and telling me good morning? It's like, oh my God, Mike said good morning. Here's my nipples.
I don't want your salami.
Number one on possibly one of the longest.
Wait a minute, that
top
wasn't
tens of all
number
time.
one? I
No,
thought
number
that was
one
number
is
one. My head hurt on number two. Hold on.
Number one is I'm so blue. I'm greener than purple.
What?
I am so blue. I am greener than purple.
Okay, that one was high. That one was stoned. Was that said by the guy that
99.9%
had
of
the
them were.
cocaine taped on his dick? Was that guy?
Well, you want to know what I know about the guy who had the cocaine and the methamphetamines duct taped on his dick, outside of the fact that apparently he was hung like an elephant's trunk? Does he
We don't want to
ingest
talk
those?
about that.
Does he ingest those drugs through his penis snout?
Whoa. My head hurts.
That's what I do, Mike. This is what I do. This is what I do. This is why I'm the greatest host of the greatest podcast nobody's ever heard of.
As long as you're not looking at your fiance's body, we can get through it.
It wasn't the picture. The picture wasn't even her body. It was her face. She's amazing, man. She's beautiful. I love her. She's, oh my God, she's so hot. She'll be up here next
Well,
Friday.
she better be. You're marrying her.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be up here next Friday. I'm gonna.
So we're not going to do a podcast next Friday? Is it going to be me and Jeff?
Well, we don't do a podcast.
You're going to
on
be
Fridays.
busy. Oh
No.
well,
Typically when she's here, I don't do a podcast. We just kind of ixnay it. I mean, you and Jeff can do it if you want. If you can get Jeff to show up. I can't get Jeff to show up on a regular basis, let alone randomly. Maybe next Saturday the special guest host will be Summer.
Hey, there you go. Why not? If you two should definitely do it. Let the world introduce the world to Mrs. Glick. Mrs.
Trust me,
Nonsensical Nonsense.
Trust me, the world has met the future Mrs. Nonsensical Nonsense Glick.
Yeah.
And the world liked.
Oh yeah, that was a very when you announced it on TikTok, that was a very popular. I was like,
Well, I mean, I feel like we're like
all
the
the
one and
world was
only.
screaming yes, except for one person. The
Yeah,
question is, are we going to bring up who the one person is?
I don't even know who the one person is. Who's the one person?
Chris.
Actually, let's bring that up at the after party.
We'll talk about who the one person is.
Because I don't know
said
who
his
the one
name.
person is.
I know who he is.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that on TikTok. Yeah, let's talk
Our
about that on
best
TikTok.
buddy. Yeah, he's our best friend.
The fakest motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah, no, he's so real.
Dude, he's so thirsty, dude. Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we'll talk about that outside of here. Oh my God. My special guest co-host was, dude. Do not be Takagi, because he got shot in the face.
Who?
Die Hard, the president of the at Nakatomi Towers. Remember Mr. Takagi?
Oh yeah.
And Hans Gruber's like, I'm going to give you to the count of 3. There will not be a number 4. And he was
Yeah.
like, 1, 2, and Mr. Takagi
Bang.
was like, I do not know. There's nothing that I can do. And he was like, 3, bang! I was like, oh,
Yeah.
he shot him in the face. Dispose of his body.
Jessica's like, I want to be nosy.
Well, Jessica, are you on TikTok?
Yes, she is.
Willard. We like to talk shit about this ass club.
Every time. Every time. He's got more respect in his little toe than I do in my entire body.
Yeah, it's all in his fucking head, though.
Well, the thing about respect is you can't give yourself respect. You give yourself honor. So how could he have more respect in his little
Jess,
toe?
nonsensical __ nonsense on TikTok. It's that easy. Basically, if you go into your little Google bar, or if you say, "Hey Siri, hey Google Assistant, hey watch you want to see a really cool magic trick? Watch this, Mike.
Oh, we're doing magic.
Yeah, call me Magic.
Take that, Harry Potter.
Not to confuse me with Channing Tatum. I like Channing Tatum. I don't know why people shit on him. I like Channing Tatum. I mean, outside of like, I've never seen the Magic Mike or anything like that, but he was good in 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street.
21. Yeah, he was funny as shit in those movies.
And those dance movies, and then he was also really good in G.I. Joe. So if you go to Spotify and you say, "Hey Spotify, play Nonsensical Nonsense."
Sure, nonsensical nonsense.
Hey y'all, it's Click from Nonsensical Nonsense. And if you haven't heard about Anchor yet, it's the easiest way to make a podcast, whether you're new to the game or you're a seasoned veteran. It's free to download. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast. You narcissistic asshole. Nobody wants to hear your stupid ass voice. But if you also go to, like, if you got Google Assistants or Siri, nonsensical nonsense.
According to dictionary.com, having little or no meaning, making little or no sense, a baby's babbling is appealingly nonsensical. Foolish, senseless, fatuous, or absurd, his nonsensical behavior was unusual for such a serious person.
I hate you. Just so you know, I hate you so fucking much.
Whoa, you got told by Siri.
Anyways,
Damn.
that wasn't Siri. That was my Google Assistants. But anyways, if you do that,
you got told
down,
by Google.
If you go down there, and one of the first videos that comes up is now I can't get it to turn off.
Yeah.
That
was me. By far, the Go-Go Power Rangers is the best Saturday morning TV show music ever.
It does make a lot of sense and that's why this and for the last 17 years, when I wanted to get into radio and do radio or do podcasting or whatever, Nonsensical Nonsense, it was what I wanted my show to be.
Really? The Green Ranger, baby. The Green Ranger.
I'm not going to be gay first. I am not going to be gay for the first time this entire show. The Pink Ranger.
You know, the Pink Ranger was okay. It was the Yellow Ranger was actually a dude.
I would believe that if that was true, but
no, the Yellow Ranger. All right, so little known fact about the Power Rangers was in fact 2 shows that the American actors never fought in any of the Power Ranger episodes up until they started making movies. The fighting sequences were all edits from the Japanese TV show, and it was called Himirayamya. And they would take those fight sequences and write a story around that, and then they would have the American actors, do their act. So they did have costumes, like whenever they were in their base and they were wearing the costumes, but that was it. Everything else, all the fighting and all that stuff, that was all cut and paste. So they actually never fought with their uniforms until they made that movie.
Dude,
Jess is like, I see her
Holy
lips
shit.
moving. Is it because I have such full and voluptuous lips that you're just drawn in by them and you just can't understand the words because tree?
Look, distraction.
Look,
I'm pretty girl.
distraction.
You could at least say hi or comment or something. Hang on. Summer keeps popping in, but she's not said hello at all tonight.
Hey, Summer.
Jeff says, "What up, bro? What's up, dude?" Jeff's like on this whole, if you're dating my friend, you're not a woman. You're a dude. I don't understand that.
I don't understand it. Is that number 25?
Anyways, that is the conclusion of one of the longest supersized top tens ever.
Of the shit show.
I thought I struggled with Jeff. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
Man, a lot. At least you show up, so you got that going for you.
I didn't mean to be a struggle.
You're not a struggle. Actually, it was fun, man. No. Like I said, that's the top 10. I mean, basically, the show. The show is. We've not that we've reached a limit. Not that our show has a limit, but I try to keep it at a certain limit to, for when I edit and post and all that stuff because
we are 12
it is tough.
minutes overdue.
Yeah, well, it happens. But no, I do. I appreciate you coming in, man. It was fun. This was awesome tonight. Especially on super short notice. I mean, out of nowhere, I was just like, you just randomly sent me a text yesterday, and it was like, "Hey, by the way, I got a question for you." And you're like, "Hey, what's up?"
I'm like, when I got that, I was like, no, I will not.
I know it's Christmas at all.
I will not milk you. I do not.
Hey, Fokker.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Fokker, I got nipples. Can you milk me?
Mike was thirsty. Yeah, thanks.
Well, he did get his. I did like community service. Jessica, you're right. This was my Make-A-Wish. I gave to the less fortunate, and tree. I derailed.
Every time you say tree, I look over to the right. It's just like, why?
I gotta start going tree.
Damn it!
Look, distraction. No, when I say tree, you have to say look, distraction.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I know what we're doing. But no, honestly, in all honesty, Glick, I talked to you a few weeks ago. Said if you ever needed a co-host, I'd be happy to fill in, especially after the actual first episode of Nonsensical Nonsense that I listened to was with just you without Jeff. And it was a lot of fun. I can die happy now. So
well,
you will not see me tomorrow because I will be dead because my wish is now fulfilled. There's no reason to move on anymore.
Well, before you die, let's continue this nonsense on to TikTok.
All right.
Jokes on Glock. It's not Glick. Glock, you silly little bitch. It's Glick. It's Glick. Say it with some Glick.
Say it like Say it with your chest. Glick.
Say it with your chest. Click. Don't worry. The Glock. I have friends of mine for years. Well, I don't like to say fans, and I don't like to say followers. I say friends.
But you called me a fan. Thanks a lot.
That was more for aesthetics. You know, sometimes as a radio as a podcast host, you have to say things and do things appropriately. So I mean,
Yeah.
but I did announce you multiple times as
Yes,
the
you
big
did.
dog, my brother
It's the
from another
big
mother
dog.
who. Well, it's the big dog.
The big dog.
But what the hell was I talking about? What the hell were we talking about? Tree.
I don't know what. You know what? I don't know why my face is red. I don't know why my face is red.
Anyways, that is the end of the show. That is the end of the stream.
Yes.
That is the end of this dumpster fire. Let me outro this properly, Mike. You have a very important job with the end of the show.
Okay.
So the official song, the official ender when the show is over, is Blacktop Mojo's "Wicked Woman." Now there's a part in the song. Again, guys, go follow Blacktop Mojo. Go listen to their music. Check them out. Tell them Nonsensical Nonsense sent you. All that jazz. But in this particular song, it's about it's about a wicked woman. But there's a part in the song. They got a cut scene where cats in
my
the
ex-wife. I mean, yeah.
No. If you go watch the director's cut of Wicked Woman, it explains the whole story. It's so cool. But there's a part in the song where one of the band members shoots another band member with a shotgun, and he says, "Oh shit, Chuck." So you'll hear me say, "Oh shit, Chuck," and just after I say it, you'll say it. We're way off. We're way before the actual song, but that's just it. It keeps the flow of the show. So when you hear me say, "Oh shit, Chuck," after I say it, you say it, and then they'll say it, and then the music will kick in, and it's fucking amazing.
Okay. Great.
Oh my ass! No, he says, "Oh shit, Chuck." Just don't worry. Like I said, I carry Jeff. I can carry your big ass. It's not that big of a deal.
I'm heavy.
You are heavy. My back is hurting. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn it.
I'm gonna need you to carry me on TikTok.
Okay.
I'm drunk, so you gotta carry me.
Jess is like, I'm blonde.
I'm blonde. There we go. We're all in the same boat, Jess. So
great.
With that being said,
now I have like something that I have to do that, if I fuck it up, the whole show's ruined. We gotta start over. Great.
You're not gonna. Oh my God, we better not start. You're not gonna fuck up. It's simple homework. It's easy. It's easy peasy. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Forget about it, all right? All right. You just follow me. You just listen. Just listen to what I say. I don't know what the fuck I just said, but in my head it was
it was almost Italian, but not really.
In my head, it was Marlon Brando and The Godfather all day.
It was almost never that.
Yeah. Fucking life happens, man. It's the end of the show. Thank you.
It was almost.
Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys to the Chatters Box. Jess, you're the Chatters Box. Everybody that was chatting and commenting, we appreciate
Jess,
y'all.
Tina, Wicked Numbness,
We don't
Cheyenne, Bailey, thank you for.
You don't got to do all that. You don't got to do all that. We address them as one. The Chatters Box as a whole.
Okay.
I know you have to. But,
I have to. They came to see me. You were just there.
Fuck all of them. They came to see you, but then they realized that I was the main event. I was the entree, and you were a subpar appetizer.
I'm
and
used to
back
being
every
snack,
week,
and not a very good one at that.
It's okay. It's okay. So
that's why I don't have the fiance, and you do. I get it.
Well, my fiance settled. She settled. She settled for me, and she can have so much better. At the end of the day,
I doubt that. You're a pretty straight up dude.
So, yeah.
I wouldn't be so hard on yourself. So Ooh.
Anyways,
Jessica
as I
said I
was
was the
saying,
whole meal. I'm the whole meal and leftovers.
he can be your whole fucking meal as long as the next time we're in Pennsylvania you give me a case of Budweiser or Yingling. I really don't care. That's the deal. Dinner for Mike, or Mike is dinner, I don't care. And I get a case of beer. I'll leave him there. I'll tell Bob, we gotta go.
Thanks. Just leave
We
me
are
there
not
to
the
fend for
Marines.
myself.
We will leave a motherfucker behind.
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, what happened to No Brother Left Behind? I see how it is. All right.
This is
Well, at least
nonsensical
I'll be
nonsense,
fed.
not the goddamn United States Marine Corps. Hoo-ah! Go on, devil dogs with your bad selves. Yeah.
All right.
But no, in all
Bob.
honesty, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for hanging out. Chatter's Box, lively as always. We appreciate you guys. If you're listening to the replay, thank you very much. If you're not already, make sure you give us a follow on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. You can join us live every Wednesday and Saturday night on Haps. That's our home base. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. I think I got all those. And you can get every
Period.
single episode of the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere and everywhere you get your podcast and jollies from, all at Nonsensical Nonsense. You can go to Spotify and simply say, Spotify, play Nonsensical Nonsense. You can go to your Google, your Siri, whatever it is, ask for Nonsensical Nonsense. We're there. You can also email us. I don't know why we have an email outside of just for social media, but if you want to email us and tell Jeff that he sucks, you can do that at nonsensicalnonsense podcast at gmail.com. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for hanging out. Mike, 100%. Dude, this was awesome. Thank you. I love you, brother.
Love you too, man.
This is probably going to come out the wrong way, but I kind of look forward to Jeff not showing up again. This was a good show, man. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I appreciate you filling in, especially last minute notice. I know we joked and we kid and we said this was Make-A-Wish or anything like that, but in all honesty, to be 100% real to you, this probably meant more to me than it meant to you at the end of the day. Because it allowed me to still do the show, not be by myself, and hang out with somebody that I truly do enjoy hanging out with and talking to and bullshitting with and all that jazz. So, 100%, man. I appreciate it. Mucho gracias, senor.
Whoa. Well, I think after this podcast, I'm going to need about 5 minutes with a towel, and then we will be in the after party on TikTok.
The after show.
I will be at the after show under hashtag biscuits and gravy 85. So you enjoy yourselves, and you guys have a good evening. And it was an honor. It was an honor being able to have the opportunity to come in and be a guest host. Hopefully, I didn't screw it up too bad. And
No,
thank you
man,
very
you were
much,
awesome,
Blake.
and I like how you just kind of stepped in, and you didn't come in here as a guest or anything like that. You just came in and said, you jumped on. You're like, nonsensical nonsense. This is our show. This is what we do. I appreciate that, man. It's a brand. It's a brand, and this is a family.
Absolutely, it's a
And
brand.
you are a part of the family, much like Rock Lee is, much like Rob Durham is. I got another guest that'll be coming on that'll be a part of the brand, whether he likes it or not. I'm gonna brand rape him, but you know, I'm trying to create a community, and I like that I like that you filled in so smoothly, man. At the end of the day, it was awesome. So again, thank you to you guys who listen, thank you to the newcomers. Hopefully, you guys will come back. Hopefully, you guys will check out the other episodes. And we are out of here. We're going to end it with the only way we know how at Nonsensical Nonsense with Blacktop Mojo, Wicked Woman, just in case you wanted to know what I was talking about. Blacktop Mojo, Wicked Woman, off their new album. I feel like out of their 3 million streams, I'm 2.5 millions of this said song. We gotta get past the Google podcast or the Google fucking YouTube, whatever the hell they're called, apps. And then we're going to roll right into it. Wait for my cue, Mike, and then fill in. I'm going to put my hair down. Here we go. A little Blacktop Mojo. Thank you guys. Follow us on social media. Listen to every episode. I should have had your social media put out there at the end of the day, but I didn't do that. Don't worry, we'll get to that. It's got a little bit of a slow intro, so usually I just talk over it, and then I got the build up, the build up, the build up, the build up, the build up. Bam! Hit him in the mouth with it.
She likes the mood, she likes the night, she likes the blood on her hands. She dances naked through the trees until her eyes go red. She whispers spells into the wind and she communes with the dead. She throws the bones into the fire and in darkness she chants. Raise the blade above her head. As I began to bleed, she said, "Now, mogul in the sky, take this sacrifice. I wanna live forever, and now, the spirit in the earth, give me another, make me a god like you." Around the woods, 1,000 eyes look on as she starts to feast. There was a smile on her face as she watched my soul leave. It's her lips threw back her head as blood ran down her chin. She said,
Hey, sir, can I help you? Do you have any weapons of any kind? Anything to defend yourself? Sir, this is a Speedy Mart. We have hot dogs 2 for $1. I just put them on the roller yesterday. They're pretty good. No, man, like something sharp, something like I can stab, defend myself with. I've got some sharp cheddar combos over there. It's kind of like a Ritz cracker pregnant with a cheese, baby. All right. Well, let me just take one of these lighters, and I'm going to borrow your bug spray, and can I borrow your bathroom key as well? Yeah, bathroom key. All right. I got your bathroom key right
here.
There. Make sure you bring that back. And
Not only does he
that'll
have
be
guns and ammo
13,
behind his back when he's asking for weapons, but he
and
hands
I'm
him
gonna
a
have to have
goddamn
exact
sickle.
change, sir. We're in a coin shortage.
And there's a video.
Whatever, man. Okay. There's that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No, I'm sorry.
Cat's about to get done in by Matt.
Uh-oh.
A motor in the sky, take this sacrifice. I wanna live forever, and now the spirit in the earth, give me another, make me a god like you.
Oh shit, Chuck!
Oh shit, Chuck!
Oh shit, Chuck!
Take this sacrifice. I wanna live forever, and now
Hell yeah. That's a wrap. We'll see you guys Wednesday night. Michael, love you, brother. Thank you for hanging out with me again tonight. And we will see you all Wednesday night for a brand new episode of Nonsensical Nonsense. Make sure you give us a follow on all social media.
Welcome to the Disney Bundle, where Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus come to life on all your screens. Hulu originals, Disney hits, and must-see sports. Disney Plus, Hulu.